Hey guys, this week's episode of The Read is being brought to you by Talkspace, the online therapy company that lets you message a licensed therapist from anywhere at any of the times. The Talkspace platform has over 2,000 licensed therapists who are experienced in addressing life challenges that we all face, and boy are we facing them. So, to match with your perfect therapist for a fraction of the price of traditional therapy, go to Talkspace.com/read and use the code READ to get $45 off of your first month and show your support for the podcast. Now let's start our show.
Okay, are you ready?
As I'll ever be.
What do you mean he don't eat no meat?
Okay, next.
Why you want to leave me?
No, nothing's happening.
Okay, last one. Are you ready?
Yep.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Tula, there are two kinds of people. Greeks and everybody else who wish they were Greek.
I'm guessing this is My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Wow, I'm mad you had to guess, but yes, it is. That movie's so funny.
I've never seen it.
Oh my God, no, don't fuck around. You have to watch that. I swear, it's like that family, it's like watching niggas, except they're Greeks.
Okay.
But the way they interact with each other, pure nigga. She has like 13 cousins. They all some variation of Nick. Like, you have to watch. It's so funny.
You know
how black people
watched this movie.
Black people love to give all their kids the same name, or like the name that play off their daddies, like Your Majesty.
Yes.
You have to watch it. It's so funny.
Okay, sure. I'll definitely rent that and just go ahead and give it a little peek.
I stumped you. Yay. Don't watch the sequel. Just watch the first one.
Oh, yeah. I did hear nothing nice about the sequel.
No, there was nothing nice to say.
Oh, well,
but the original is very good.
There's that. Well, guys, welcome back to The Read. I am Steph London.
And I am Sharice Davids.
Another week.
Ooh, so fun.
Here we are alive and... Well,
we're here, friend.
Not alive and well, but alive and well.
Doing as well as can be expected.
Black excellence this week. Now, we have things to celebrate.
We do. There's some good news.
Okay, nice things happened.
Yes, they did.
First of all, we'd like to give honor to some Black women who have stepped their game up and sexed.
Oh, really? Really?
Okay, so thanks to some diligent voters, we've got some women to give honor to. First of all, Queen Johanna Hayes, first Black woman and first Black Democrat elected to Congress from Connecticut.
Ain't that some shit?
Okay. Ilhan Omar, first Somali American to enter Congress, as well as one of two of the first Muslim women or Muslim Americans.
Yep.
That's her, and I think the other woman's name is Rashida Tlaib. So
I can double check, but
Minnesota,
yes.
Shout out to St. Olaf getting the votes in, being heard. Letitia James is the first African American to be elected Attorney General in New York, not Old York, but the new one. Juliana Stratton is the first Black Lieutenant Governor of Illinois. Ayanna Pressley is the first Black woman to be elected to Congress from Massachusetts. Woo! But we discussed that. Here she just is in her official beat, continuing to look good.
Yes.
Veronica Smith-Creer, the first woman and first African-American to be elected as mayor of El Dorado, Arkansas.
Yes.
Lauren Underwood, the first woman and first African-American to be elected to represent Illinois' 14th congressional district. Mary Ann Wilders Vivians, she's the first African-American woman to be elected as mayor of Carthage, Mississippi.
Wow, good luck.
Paula You're so stupid. Paula Dance became the first African-American woman to be elected as sheriff of Pitt County, North Carolina.
This is beautiful.
Rachel Rollins, the first African-American woman to be elected as district attorney of Suffolk County, Boston. So thank you again to Because of Them We Can for just breaking down all of these amazing black women
Yes.
who have been elected to new seats thanks to the voters who came out and showed out. Also, you may have heard of the 19 black women who are new judges in Texas.
Boy.
So let's just...
shout out to Houston. 19. Nigga. 19 black female judges. All 19 won last night.
So Harris County is apparently like blue now because all of their district judges are Democrats.
Yeah. Well, it's been blue for a while, but right.
Right.
This may mean that black people actually get a fair shot in court.
Third largest county in the U.S.
Yes, it is. Because, I mean, Houston is massive. There's a lot of niggas in the Houston area.
There's a lot of Houston.
There is. It's a massive city. So I'm not at all shocked that it's the third biggest in the country. And I am just so glad to see this happen. Shout out to Texas. I know y'all are disappointed in the Senate race, but...
Right.
You know, a lot of the victories last night were local. You know, they were like city and statewide victories as opposed to stuff that's on the national level. And that means you niggas went out and voted. And I am so glad and I am so proud of you. So thank you.
Sandra Peak, Judge Ramona Franklin, Judge Maria Jackson, Jermaine Tanner, Angela Graves Harrington, Cassandra Hallman, Tanya Jones, Deidre Davis, LaShawn Williams, Latasha Lewis Payne, Linda Dunson, Toria Finch, Erica Hughes, Lucia Bates, Ronisha Bowman, Michelle Moore, Sharon Burney, Shannon Baldwin, and Lori Chambers Gray.
Woo!
Black girls judging things and people.
It's really a beautiful thing. The picture of all of them standing there like, fuck
like
up in
that
Harris
too.
County and come see me, bitch. I really love it.
I would love to hang this photo up in my house, but then I don't go to school. Maybe if I was like in law school.
Scholarly type of person.
I would.
Even somebody who just enjoyed reading law books and things.
If I was like on a different world.
Perhaps.
We'll get to more. I'm going to circle back around to different worlds. I'm doing lots of black excellence today.
Okay.
The first female rapper to be inducted or nominated to be inducted into the 2019 Songwriters Hall of Fame
is, of course,
the one and only,
of course,
the unmatched,
of course,
the incomparable.
That's it.
Melissa Missy Misdemeanor Elliott. The one and only. I would like for you girls to understand what I'm talking about right here. The Songwriters Hall of Fame. If and when inducted, Missy will sit next to two other rappers in this group named Jay-Z and Jermaine Dupri. What all you other girls in your paltry arguments?
We don't care.
So unconcerned, just completely unmoved. I would like you to understand where my stand lies, where my standing lies.
That's right.
And understand when I've been trying to impress into you dizzy hoes from so many episodes what I'm talking about when I discuss this legend. Y'all gonna keep playing around like she...
You just gonna give Missy her motherfucking things. That's
one way or the next.
Period.
You're going to give honor to an icon, a legend, an innovator, a creator, a being. Period. The Songwriters Hall of Fame. Well, you girls, let me close my MacBook.
That's not even something you new girls can even do.
While you girls are out here discussing who's writing raps and who's not and things like that,
oh shit,
Mama is out here getting ready to sit alongside the Hall of Fame of songwriters, not simply for rap. Writing music,
yes.
Period. I would like to remind you girls that Melissa has written for all of the girls across genres. Your favorites' faves have hit records written by Missy Elliott. Right. I'm tired. I don't have anything else. I'm not going to keep going back and forth with y'all.
It's a whole lot of them.
Like many of your... In fact, some of your faves, my God today. Some of your faves,
I can't.
faves have Missy songs. I'm tired. We're not going to keep doing this. Some of the girls that you stand for look up to icons, that look up to icons that have Missy Elliott written songs. Shut the fuck up about mine. Moving right along.
Amen.
I would also like to, first of all, before I get into my very last one, I'm going to circle back around to a different world. I know briefly at one point, many episodes ago, I discussed something I was calling like roses or whatever, something where we just pass out occasionally roses to niggas that deserve them.
Oh.
I didn't really do much of it.
Right. Okay.
But I think I'm just going to dive into that when it's on my spirit. And on my spirit today has been the desire to honor one Cree Summer. Just because...
Yes. An incredible impact, man.
All I will say is that if you have watched anything animated, played a video game,
yes,
seen an animated film,
yes,
anything that requires voice acting, Cree Summer, greatest of all time. The girls if she hasn't been a part of it, which she probably has, I won't even go down the list. No. You know what I'm saying? Cree has one of those pages where if you go to Wikipedia, like her main page, you have to click on like list of like it does. They don't even have you have to go to a separate Wikipedia page
just for the list,
so that they can give her honor and glory. We're not even going to play the games. Yes. Anything you've watched, Cree's been there.
Yep.
And the girls who are within the voice acting realm, they give Cree her due diligence, yes, okay? They take one of their stripes off and they bow down and they hand it over. So we can just start with Freddie. Like we can start with A Different World and all of the legendary things that have taken place on that particular program. But what we're not going to do is act like she hasn't been making stamps across the entire entertainment genre. Facts. Ever since like entering the entertainment industry. Yeah. So I just wanted today to talk about the magnitude that is Lady Cree and how much she has meant to me as a nerd, being as though I have enjoyed cartoons, I have enjoyed animation from childhood and still today. Right. Video games from childhood and still today. Cree.
Inspector Gadget, Tiny Toons.
Rugrats.
The
Proud Family.
Like, you just can't deny Cree Summer, nigga. You just can't.
Codename Kids Next Door.
What made you think of her? You must have been watching Different World earlier.
No, I don't even remember. I think that I was, maybe I was watching something. Oh, what was I? I think I was watching you know what? I was watching the Batman, the animated series that came out in the 90s because they just put it out on like a box set on Blu-ray. And I don't even know if I was watching an episode that she was in. I think I was thinking about how much I missed the original voice of Harley Quinn. And through somehow that I just came back to Cree Summer and all of that. I mean, like, just... She's an underrated and... seldom appreciated Disney princess. One of the most underrated animated Disney films, Atlantis: The Lost Empire.
Oh, see now.
Cree was... Just give her things. Give her things.
I love that you're just in a black woman standing mood today.
Last but not least, I would like to give honor to this black girl. I don't know her name. I think her name on Twitter was Karan or something like that. Let me find her actual Twitter page. But the black girl who scammed a couple of you MAGA bitches out of your money by pretending to be MAGA as well. What is her name?
I don't know, but I saw that story too and I cried. It was funny because it's some Howard Stern. Okay. So niggas was like, oh, that's
like her Twitter says chickpeas without the I in chick. And it says reformed Republican now. So basically...
Reformed my ass. Girl.
Mama put on a MAGA hat and said her parents kicked her out and then she, just completely supported Trump, et cetera, and she needed money to pay tuition. Got a couple of bucks from some dumbass Republicans that obviously, love any moment to lift up a black Republican or someone who seems like black and right or alt-right. And so she made a couple of, I heard that the actual number was exaggerated. Yeah. But
she said she only got a couple $100 and she refunded it.
And yeah, she was like, I don't even want the money. The point was proven and I finessed y'all hoes and that's it. But anyways, after... After like a couple hours after the money came in, she tweeted, "Trump is a racist, homophobic, transphobic bigot, and you think my black ass would support that rotting carrot? Great use. Ridiculous. Any black person can put on that ugly ass hat and say MAGA and y'all will instantly be up their ass because you want to prove so hard you're not racist. So to chickpeas, no I."
Yeah, shout out to you,
You
girl.
get a little black honor from me on today. And
Where did you find a Make America Great Again bucket hat, girl?
A bucket, bitch!
Where did you find
Where?
that?
Where?
I need to know, bitch.
I have never seen a MAGA bucket. This was funny on so many levels.
It was. And the fact that, like, racist white people really gave money to a random girl on the internet because she had on this red and white hat. Like, that's
point proven.
Even
y'all
if it's
hoes
only
dumb.
$200, that's $200 that y'all just gave. Don't get it. Just because you thought she was as hateful and dumb as you are. Well, shout out to you. I think her name is Karan.
I think that was her name on. I don't know if that's her real name. Or not.
That's just the name she used.
Yeah,
on
I think
Twitter.
that's like her Twitter name. I don't think
Well, that's smart.
Right.
That's very smart. Don't put your real name with that bullshit. But yeah, that was funny as hell.
Well, that's about wraps up today's Black Excellence. Let's just slide things on over into our popish segment, which is called Hot Tops. No country for old bottoms. First up.
It's the rule in the club.
I mean, isn't it?
It's
like
posted
real,
right there when you walk in.
Yeah. On all the apps.
You better know what's up.
Personally, I don't mind a little salt and pepper, you know?
I mean, me either, because them niggas be buying bottles. You need to quit bullshit.
Like, what?
Right.
They've been through things.
They just want to take care of somebody.
We like to be at the house.
Okay.
Okay, so first up, this week's Tooted or Rebooted. Couple things to discuss. So apparently there's some new bigwig over at Nickelodeon who's discussing the desire to bring back all that. And so I would like to take this time to say, fuck that. I'm not interested. Now I know that I glazed over a lot of y'all's concerns for Clueless last week. That's fine. All that, I would just like to say, this doesn't need to happen. All that was an era. All that is over. All that gave us so many talents.
Yes.
True talents.
Truly did.
Many of them still exercising those talents today.
That's right.
You know, so this is going to be like, they're going to have to do some deep searching for people who really you know what I'm saying? I want to, if you're going to make an all that, you have to have motherfuckers that you're just like, this kid is going to be famous when they're 40. Like, they're going to still be, I can see this person still doing it. They got it. The way that I looked at Marseille when she was like in the first season of Blackish, and I was like, this little girl has timing.
That
She
infant
like
is a star.
knows.
Yeah.
She gets comedy.
She gets comedy. You better lawyer up, friend.
Right. Like,
she's just good.
and I'm sure those types of people are out there, but I give it a successor. Didn't we talk about this as well? Just make another like sketch comedy show that's called something else. Why gotta be called All That?
Right.
All That jumped the shark when it was on. You remember that last season that nobody cared about?
No, I don't. Because I just now found out that it stayed on till 2005. And I know I wasn't still watching it in 2005.
I didn't know it went that far, my nigga.
Yes. No, that just got canceled. You know what?
Nigga, I didn't know it was that long.
Like, a 2018 version of All That is basically Wild 'N Out if you added some skits to it. And I don't even think kids give a fuck about skits, you know? Like, if we're in a totally new age. Children are living on social media these days. I think the concept of Wild 'N Out is more what kids are into. I just don't think there's a need in the television landscape for a reboot of All That.
I don't think so.
I don't think so, because like a bunch of young comedians are already on Nick Cannon's show.
That was so 90s as well.
Yeah.
From the musical guests.
And the musical guests? What you gonna bring in that Tekashi boy with the tattoos on his face?
Right. Who's gonna, let All That be All That and just do something else. If you just so badly want to make another, young adult sketch comedy show or whatever, call it something else, please. I don't need another All That at all.
I agree.
None for me. But thanks for the offer. They're rebooting Shrek. Apparently that's official. This one confuses me since Shrek just came out. And they made about 6 of them.
What do you mean reboot? Right. Do you mean it's another sequel? Like,
I'm guessing they're going to start all over. That's usually what reboot means.
So like a whole new story with the exact same characters?
Yeah.
What?
Wasn't the last Shrek movie like maybe 4 or 5 years ago? Like the last Shrek movie just came out. Just make another Shrek if you want to make another Shrek so bad.
I just am so...
Why start over? Does that mean we're not going to get Eddie Murphy and we're not going to get Michael Myers?
Okay, so I'm looking at an article right now on Cinema Blend that says it is not a full-scale reboot. They want to keep Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, Cameron Diaz, and other members of the original
that's the very
cast.
least you could do.
Right. The goal is to find a way to introduce this franchise to a new audience.
Why?
That audience is not the people who saw the film back in 2001, but a new generation of children.
Kids still watch Shrek.
Right. You can't just show the DVD. What? What do you mean? These niggas can stream it. Ain't it on Hulu or what's the other one? Netflix, Amazon, it's on something. I know it's got to be.
I think that there's a bunch of Shreks on Netflix.
I just don't.
I think so.
I don't get the point of this. I really don't. But
it is sincerely like...
whatever y'all want to do.
Like, okay. Let's say you were born in 2001, right? And you just decided to have a baby super soon.
No, that isn't it.
All right, let's go for a different
because your baby can't be old enough to watch.
Let's just say that you just had a baby.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And your baby is in terrible twos.
Okay.
What are you like? I would be playing my baby Shrek. You know, like it's right. I mean, among that, probably Incredibles 2 and all of the other like new shit and stuff like that. But are you kidding? I'm absolutely playing my baby.
Right.
The shit I watched.
The original Shrek, like, because you're going to love it, bitch. It's still funny.
It's still great.
Right. So, and I already like it. So my old ass is going to cue it up for you. Nigga, like, that's what we watching. Who among us didn't watch our parents' old TV shows or movies or listen to their old ass music, actually? A lot more likely.
Okay, right.
A lot more
that's
likely.
Definite.
Because we didn't have movies and shit on demand
No
back
choice.
then. But them old ass records, nigga, them 8-tracks and cassette tapes, nigga. Woo.
I mean, but my nigga, when I was a kid, like my first Disney movie was Bambi. Would you like to know when it came out?
Same.
Way before me. Like, I don't know why we have to remake this movie. It just came out. Like, why can't you?
Oh, holy shit. Bambi came out in 1942. I had no clue.
All of those movies
re-released
that we watched when we were children were wild older than a lot of our parents. Like Lion King was fresh. The Little Mermaid wasn't crazy old. I think Little Mermaid came out in the 90s.
It used to have a way more disturbing story, though.
The Little Mermaid?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The Little Mermaid's original
story. The real story behind that is like, I think it's a lot more
Ariel
violent.
definitely dies.
Right.
Or maybe commits suicide and turns into
it's something a lot worse
sea
than
foam.
Yeah,
it's all fucked up. But a lot of the Disney movies that are based on fairy tales or old books, the originals are fucked up. Like, really fucked up.
Right, definitely.
But Disney was like, nah, girl, we want it to be all, marketable.
I mean, and I love those songs. You got to kiss the girl.
Ooh, slow down.
You know how my accents sound exactly alike, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm not really here for either. This just sounds like a new Shrek movie, in which case, don't call it a reboot. It's the exact same actors.
Same.
How is it okay, sure, girl.
Just make another Shrek.
Right. Just make it fucking another one.
Why do we need to start over? Shrek is absolutely a movie that I could just sit down and watch the first Shrek just because I want to.
Right.
So, like, why start? I don't need a whole new Shrek story.
I don't.
I'm confused. I don't really understand what they're trying to accomplish there. Speaking of which, not a reboot, not a remake, but an official sequel. Bad Boys 3 is actually happening for real, in real time.
Okay.
Martin Lawrence and Will Smith took to the social medias to make it official. Bad Boys 4 of Life is due out. Is it next year or the year after?
2020 is what I'm seeing.
Yep. Bad Boys for Life.
January 2020.
So they are shooting at the moment, I believe.
Yeah, makes sense.
I think they're supposed to be wrapping, from what I read, sometime around March.
Mm-hmm.
My concern for this had really nothing to do with the time or anything. I think that both Will and Martin are plenty prepared to give what we need. I don't know how I'm trying to word this. You know what I'm saying? Like, Will Smith can still be the great looking action star. Martin can still be the funny nigga who can't deal with this nigga, right?
Yeah. The old Kevin Hart. That's how the kids is gonna be like. The kids gonna be like, oh, so it's like Kevin Hart's daddy.
Just carve my heart out of my chest.
Yeah, because I know how you feel about Kevin Hart, and I know how you feel about Martin.
I don't mind Kevin Hart anymore.
What?
You know.
Okay.
I never thought that Kevin Hart was funny, like, on the spot. I was late to his stand-ups and stuff. So I was introduced to Kevin through acting first, like roles, and then through him hosting everybody's ceremony or award show. Oh, yeah. Remember when Kevin was hosting every fucking thing?
I do.
And so award show banter and like on the spot stuff, I just didn't think that he was very good at. And yeah, it's bad just in general.
Right.
And so I was just always under the impression that Kevin Hart was not as funny as niggas made him out to be. But his original stand-up was really, really good.
It was.
I appreciate him more now as a comic than I did like years ago. But Martin, don't.
No, okay.
Let's just.
I know how you feel.
Apples and oranges.
I'm not going to get
Apples and oranges.
I'm not going to get started. I hope they do bring Gabrielle Union back, though. She has to make some kind of an appearance, you know, a cameo, something. Just be part of it somehow.
I would love to see Gabrielle Union's beautiful skin being kissed by the Miami Rays again. That would be nice if it takes place. It
Wild
looks like
how
Miami
she's
here.
like still just as fine. Gabrielle Union has not gotten any less fine since that movie came out.
If they did a Bring It On sequel that took place a year later, she could just reprise her role.
Right.
Like she,
like, hey guys,
just here I am again,
I'm back, right.
Still on the Clovers.
And I am still 16 years old.
And she continuously talks about being older than them girls when she shot it.
Right.
And just being like,
oh, well.
Here I was, like
28.
Paying insurance and stuff around these children.
It's okay though, because you fine.
Right. So my main concern for this was going to be, who's writing, who's directing. Michael Bay directed the first two Bad Boys films. Michael Bay, I think, is one of those directors that like has a very distinct style. Like if you tell me Michael Bay is directing an action film, I kind of know what I'm in for.
Okay.
And in many of those cases, I've enjoyed what I was given. So
I just looked him up on Wikipedia. He has done a lot of big movies.
Yeah.
A whole lot.
Yeah, a bunch.
Okay.
Lots of explosions.
Yeah, a lot of blowing shit up.
Lots of pyrotechnics in the name of Michael Bay. So the people who are directing this new one, ooh, I'm gonna fuck their names up. Adil El Arbi and Bilal Falah. Sorry if I properly massacred that. Y'all know I'm sensitive about mispronouncing people's names. Right. So they've directed episodes of Snowfall on FX, which I believe is a well-received show. I think a lot of people enjoy Snowfall. I haven't watched it. I know y'all are going to give me grief for it, but I haven't seen Snowfall yet. And then apparently there's a Beverly Hills Cop 4 that's happening as well, which I didn't know.
Beverly Hills Cop. Now, those movies came out when I was a child.
Yeah, like, Beverly Hills Cop is
that's 84, girl.
Yeah,
like
a little before me.
Wait, so with Eddie Murphy and... You know what? Never mind.
They were attached to Beverly Hills Cop 4 in one way or the next, or the third or the fourth, or whatever. Right. So,
they're directors?
Cannot judge. They're lined up to be directing the Bad Boys for Life film.
Okay, gotcha.
Cannot judge. Not familiar with what y'all have done. However, I know that I enjoyed Bad Boys. I know that I enjoyed Bad Boys 2 very much. I have seen Bad Boys 2 so many times. It's actually, Bad Boys 2 is one of those movies that, like, if it's on, I'll actually just sit there and watch it. Yeah. Or I'll just let it be on while I'm doing something else. Or, I really like that movie, I guess. Anyway.
I mean, it is really good, so.
I don't know how I feel about this. It's just like, you know, when you change up a director in the middle of a franchise or whatever, it can go one or two ways, you know, especially when it's a director that we know, that we probably like, or that's very clear. It's like, you know, it's like a Jurassic Park movie that's not directed by Steven Spielberg. Oh, wait. Anyway, so.
Wait, did they do that? I don't pay attention to who. I don't pay attention to the action movies.
I think
so.
you're right. I think Spielberg. I think Spielberg did like the first 2 Jurassics, and then the rest happened.
Oh no! So did you see the one with Kevin Hart and The Rock?
That's Jumanji.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
All right,
never mind.
Let's just move on.
Just kidding. Like I said.
So there's like someone who leaked alleged details of the plot or like a synopsis for the film. Should we talk about it, or is that spoilers?
Well, it might be
really
spoilers.
like
the nerds are gonna be like, oh no.
It's not like you can easily Google if you want to know what it's about. It's not like giving away too much of the plot. But if it's true, this sort of gives a rundown of what you can expect the movie to be about. So I won't say anything because why? And I don't know. I don't want to be sued.
They may change it anyway.
Yeah, they may change it anyway. So who knows? But I'm going, much like Clueless. I'll be there.
Of course.
Just hoping for the best.
Yes. Hope mine can keep up with Will.
So did we ever talk about Larsa Pippen cheating on Scottie Pippen?
I feel like way long time ago when it first happened, and we laughed because didn't she like take her new nigga's money and then went back to Scottie, or took Scottie's money and then went with a new nigga? It was something.
Larsa's like just out here doing whatever the fuck she wants in her aviators, honey. So let me tell you something.
Okay.
If you didn't hear, Larsa Pippen had an affair last year. Got caught. The affair was with Future.
Oh, right. And Scottie Pippen took her back. That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
She went back into the house. They were seemingly working on things. Well, all that's out the window because Lady Larsa, that sounds like a Game of Thrones name.
It does.
Lady Larsa has officially filed for divorce. Wow. She reported to TMZ. Of all
she checked in with TMZ.
Anyway, okay.
Because she follows in the Kardashians' footsteps.
I was literally, this is why we're friends. Yeah. I was literally going, that's where I was going.
Yeah, look at her.
They're friends.
Is that not Kim Kardashian's outfit?
Wow.
Is that not her whole face?
Wow. Oh my God.
Right. This is what she does.
Wow.
She looks just like that bitch.
That very much gives me at your homegirl's house and you're like, you don't want this dress. And she
yes,
let her have
it. Trying on each other's clothes. This whole outfit is from Kim's closet. That's her makeup artist, her hairstylist, all that shit. She probably got her titties contoured like Kim and everything.
She told TMZ it was with deep sadness that Scottie and I announced that we are legally separating. Well, it's just you announcing, but whatever. Right. We have both tried very hard for a long time to make our marriage work and have ultimately come to the conclusion that it's best that we live separate lives. We have so many amazing memories together, remain best of friends, and love each other very much. You think that she was pouring codeine into the cup as she was
saying this? Yeah, probably so.
Our 4 children have always been our priority. Damn, 4 kids.
I mean, they're not young.
Yeah, I don't imagine them to be.
Scottie and Larsa got to be in their mid to late 40s.
All right, folks, you giving them Larsa? Yes. Our 4 children have always been.
You're right. Because Scottie Pippen is every bit of 53.
Okay.
You're right.
Thank you for being a friend. Woo! We have so many amazing memories together, remain best of friends, and love each other very much. Our 4 children have always been our priority, and for their sake, we ask for as much privacy as possible for our family during this sensitive time. Of course, the internet dragged her anyway. Right. So she hopped on IG and gave us the following story. People are so insensitive to my life.
She meant that.
I'm a lover and will never say anything negative about him, bitch. No, she didn't put the bitch there. My soul isn't built for negativity. I'll take a beating publicly. People saying I cheated when believe me, punctuation marks.
They matter a lot.
They have jobs and they're so important. They're so important.
They do a lot.
You just have to have them.
They do a lot.
Okay, where was I? It wasn't like that. No, okay. Saying I cheated when believe me, it wasn't like that. He was nowhere around. I cried oceans after him. I would do anything for him. People saying I'm a gold digger is insane. I don't care about money. I've had it my whole life. Larsa is seeking spousal support.
Of course.
I spent my B-Day, New Year's Eve times when I needed him alone. See, times was capitalized, so I wasn't sure if... At some point, I decided I had to live my truth, and here I am. So, in short, Larsa wants half of the things.
Of course.
Probably as well as a full collection of Kylie lip fillers, or the money for said fillers.
Yep.
Maybe some future Nicki tickets, and respect, because you bitches don't know the whole story, okay? That nigga wasn't there for her when she needed him to be, okay? And she had to toast and take selfies by herself on December 31st.
It was sad.
You don't know her fucking plight, okay, before you get to judging, bitch.
You know what? I actually don't even believe... I'm sorry that I got caught up in her Instagram, but it's literally just her posing with the Kardashians all the time.
I mean, I don't expect her to do much. Listen, Larsa Pippen is clearly a woman who is very nice to look at and has decided that she wants to be taken care of. And honey,
oh my God,
and her be pretty and at the parties.
Her baby is on Dancing with the Stars Juniors. Have you seen that? I watched one of the episodes.
I can't watch the junior competition
It's hard because the kids are like...
Kids.
Right. So it's like, you don't want to be like, oh, that's
Unless
trash.
Everybody wins, I don't want to watch it. I hate it. I can't watch those kids. Like MasterChef Junior and shit. Oh yeah. God.
It's too much stress.
Burn me from the neck down. Like, I cannot. I be feeling so bad when they lose.
Oh,
anyways.
This bitch is boring. She's
I don't, whatever.
And I don't believe all this about not looking for money. I'm like, girl, it's all about money. And that's fine. You have 4 kids by an NBA superstar.
I mean, I can believe that you weren't, probably receiving the emotional support or whatever. You weren't having certain emotional things reciprocated, because niggas are still niggas and still niggas.
Right, of course.
You know what I'm saying? But if you're trying to get me to believe that you don't care about money and
see, that's where you lost
that
me.
Or whatever, see, I don't care. Like, you can still get your bag. I'm not gonna I personally, like me.
Right.
I know that's probably, it's probably useless in the grand scheme of things, because I would never take myself to Larsa Pippen's social media on purpose. So I'm sure that loads of people are behaving the opposite. But I don't care about you taking that nigga's bag, whether you didn't like him or not, personally.
Right. No, I mean, you gave birth to most of his kids. I just saw on Wikipedia he has 7. So you got over half. So that's pretty good.
The reigning baby mama. And don't you fucking forget
God damn it, bitch.
Okay?
She just... just say that you turned on the TV on Christmas and he was courtside with Rihanna and you couldn't believe it. And it was like, wow, you got me fucked up. And so you left that nigga. Like, the rest of this, we just
First of all, Karrueche is great.
Yes, she is.
Pictures ready to propose, they're saying.
Karrueche left that nigga and look.
Claus is great.
Shit has been looking up, okay? Shit is popping up with roses over there with Karrueche. So maybe the same thing.
She's got a little bit more time than Larsa.
Well, that's true, because, she's quite young. But still, this, just say that you're leaving him because he didn't give you enough attention and that was that.
She was on The Real Housewives of Miami.
Shout out to something I don't recall ever watching.
I never gave a fuck about that show.
Real Housewives of Miami. See, I'm thinking Basketball Wives.
Only thing I know about The Real Housewives of Miami is that that's the one where one of the mamas looked like Animal from the Muppets. But I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know none of these bitches. Joanna.
Well,
Adriana, Lisa, Marisol.
Don't care.
I thought that was a cleaner.
I think they got maybe 2 seasons. Nobody gave a fuck about Miami.
Okay. Yeah, Marisol is like one of them Dominican pussy cleaning products I be seeing in the Heights all the time. Marisol, right?
Oh, right.
It is. It's like a Dominican douche.
Meanwhile, Future's over here about to have a baby with Bow Wow's baby mama. Going back and forth with the other baby mama.
Oh my God, that's right. I forgot about that. Oh, shit.
So in weird Atlanta lore, I guess Sierra and her ex will have kids that share sibling.
But
because Sierra and Bow Wow will then both have children that have a kid together.
Oh, right. Because Bow Wow's baby mama has a baby with Sierra's baby father.
Right.
Jesus.
If I were a rapper, right?
This is too much.
If I were a rapper and heterosexual, I would assume that would be trash because percentages.
Of course, why not?
Statistics,
Yeah.
just say. But I don't think that I would have unprotected sex with someone who has a baby with another rapper. I think that's where I would at least draw the line.
Well, no.
Because, like...
if you're a straight man rapper in Atlanta, you're not thinking that clearly. Sorry. Future's never going to be thinking that clearly. Isn't this his 5th or 6th baby mama?
Oh,
he don't give a fuck.
He's up there.
If it's a bad bitch and she's willing to take them panties off, that's all that is required. So...
Is there prep for kids?
Is there a what? A preference for panties?
Prep for children.
Prep for... All right. We're moving right on. No, you have taken yourself. Are you all right? You down? Are you down, friend? Oh, I hate you. Get up. You really ought to just talk to Jesus and be like, Lord,
so
what is my thing? What is
Future
it? Why am I like this?
Needs to make a holiday remix to... I ain't ever had nobody show me all the things that you didn't show. Like, they should just come together and make, like, for the holidays when they're a family.
Okay.
A song to perform with the piano.
And all the baby mamas can do the hook. And they can just harmonize. All of them can do it together.
Never had nobody show them.
Sad.
Also, speaking of Future, Tamar Braxton is dating a nigga that looks similar, apparently. So she... 11 hours ago, posted on her Instagram. Oh, wait, let me refresh.
Oh, Lord.
Let me just make sure I got the time. 15 hours ago, she posted on her Instagram, said I wasn't gonna tell nobody, but I laughing emojis. And here it is, her poolside with an old got her groove back ass dreadlocked nigga who looks like he appreciates the gym and snacks,
yes,
which is, you know, a physique
like
I can
both.
appreciate. Right. And here she is commenting.
Oh, yeah, because you can kind of see abs poking through, but then it's also like burgers.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, relatable.
I mean,
my trainer was like, I can tell your core is really strong. We just gonna work on your stability. I said, you're right, girl.
Wow.
We gotta work on that stability.
Their shade comes in a different language.
It does.
They know how to do that. Yeah,
I'd be like, 200 meters. And
I've caught that before.
Stop and catch your breath. Well, all right.
All right, let's work on that.
We're just going to keep going.
Oh, okay.
All that weed you smoke? Oh, no, okay. All right, cool.
Well, she compared him to Jesus as he came out of the water.
Did she?
Jesus walking out of the water.
Oh, no, girl.
Well, she's having a great time. Someone said something in her comments to the effect of, like, this is what happens when you go from fat to fit. And she quickly asked that they kindly leave her child's father alone, that it didn't work out, but that they don't need to throw any shade his way. That lets me know.
Okay.
I mean, like, this is still her child's daddy, I guess, at the end of the day. I mean, if he really put hands on her, then fuck that nigga.
Right.
And his being body shamed. I don't give a fuck about how he feels about shit. But she's clearly enjoying whatever Migos, whatever this nigga here is doing with her.
I mean, he don't look particularly fine, but... You know, he's probably incredibly good at sex.
Tamar is having a great time.
And that's what matters.
Tamar is happy.
Yep.
With or without a wig. So.
And posting memes.
I'm going to stand outside, so if anyone asks, I'm outstanding.
That was just like last week.
This is what your auntie be sending you in WhatsApp.
Yes. Oh no, for real though.
Yeah.
In the group chat.
Yeah.
Them goofy ass memes.
Like,
oh, you know what?
Auntie Sarah, this isn't. Girl, nobody was talking about. You didn't send me these. Like, a picture of a Bible and some doves and shit in the background with a verse on top. Oh, what
sis.
is this?
Well, I mean, good for her. I'm all for, getting them cobwebs knocked out by somebody. But I am all for
me
that.
the fuck too.
Hell yes. Don't know why the rest of us had to see this, but I guess it's just not Tamar if she's not, living her life for the world.
I mean, in the grand scheme of niggas sharing their niggas, this is mild.
I mean, and this is incredibly tame.
Yeah.
At least Janae Aiko and Big Sean have stopped talking about how much they love fucking and coming on top of each other. They used to be so gross.
We've still got Iman and Tiana, though.
Oh, and I want their show to come back.
They frequently talk about each other's juices.
I believe, and I believe they have some incredible sex.
Their sex...
Holy God, man.
...is probably,
woo!
I just imagine that they see secrets to the world that...
Hell yeah.
they have to keep to themselves, you know?
This is a secret, girl. Can't nobody know about this but us.
Each of their third eyes wide open
the fuck
into
open.
the next dimension.
That's how Junie got here. And that's why she's so smart and funny, because she knows shit. She's divinely created. That's right. You just got to reach a history.
I get it.
Know your things.
I get it. Shout out to them. Speaking of fine motherfuckers, Idris Elba, Idris, is people's sexiest man alive of 2018. I don't know what the fuck took them so long, but here I am, touching and agreeing.
Yeah, same.
Whoa. Maybe this should have been Black Excellence. I don't know. But, I mean, we know that Idris Elba is fine. Everybody, I mean...
I feel like everybody knows that and has known it for a real long time.
For a very, very, very long time.
So what took so long for this to happen? God damn, he's fine even on the cover.
The amazing rise of the sweet, smoldering superstar. And he's got an accent.
Yeah, see, that's how he gets you.
And he also speaks Jamaican patois very well. So...
Of course he does. Look at you getting all soft.
Idris Elba makes straight niggas' panties wet, so I don't even care.
No,
like, everybody knows Idris Elba is gorgeous.
Never forget when I pretended to be security at a club in Atlanta and Idris Elba got into VIP because of me. Well, I mean, not because of me, because he's Idris Elba.
Yeah, that probably
But I let
helps.
him in.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, damn, he's fine. Like, even with the salt and pepper and the beard and the head, he's still a hairline, mostly intact. It's like 98% there.
It's there.
You niggas really couldn't, like, y'all could only dream. Y'all could only aspire to be as fine as this man is.
How?
God damn.
Oh, that's my...
Oh, I love him.
46.
He said he got picked on as a kid because his name was Idrissa Acuna Elba. But as soon as I could grow a mustache, I was the coolest kid on the block. You know what? Children are superficial like that.
Yeah, children are dickheads.
So are grown people, actually. You get fine on Instagram and all of a sudden it's a totally different experience. But good. Congratulations to him.
Well, yes, I'm sure that this got plenty of you all into a vortex of lust that was brought back down by the reminder that he is indeed engaged and will still be getting married to Sabrina. Is her last name Don?
Don't nobody care about small details like that.
Oh.
No, literally nobody who has ever seen his picture gives a fuck about who he's marrying. We came here to lust and to stand, and that's it.
That's fine.
Period. Woo, he looks good.
Well, last but not least, in today's section of Hot Tops, I would like to discuss, now guess which female rapper we're talking about this week.
Okay.
You have 3 guesses.
All right. Oh, that's it? I don't have a hint?
No.
Okay. Is it Trina?
It isn't.
Is it someone you want to talk about?
That's a difficult question.
It is.
Because I do want to talk about this.
But not necessarily this person.
Does that mean that I'm a fan of this person? No.
The problem is that I don't know what any of these bitches may have done over the past week to have pissed you off.
We'll just take some guess.
Well, I mean, Nicki and Cardi are the obvious guesses, but I've already used one. Is it Nicholas?
It isn't.
Damn. Well, I'm not going to waste my last one on Cardi because I feel like you wouldn't be reluctant to talk about Cardi. Is it is it Megan Thee Stallion?
Ooh, no.
Okay. Well, that was 3. But is it Cardi B?
It is not Cardi B.
What the fuck? Is it one of the city girls?
It's Black China.
Okay, wow. I'm actually quitting the show. Guys, it's been so fun. I'm gonna go now. Because that was some fucking bullshit. You said a fucking rapper.
Black China has released her new rap single,
Bye, pumpkin.
Dessert, featuring Yo Gotti and Jared Mai. Burgeoning new rap phenom, Black China.
Are you proud of yourself? Are you?
Has entered the music game with a new song on her heart. Once again, it's titled Deserve. Featuring, let me see if I can play
I really
a little
put
taste.
thought into who this was about.
I mean, technically, I didn't say anything wrong.
She's a rapper for real?
These broke niggas don't deserve us.
Oh no.
These broke niggas don't deserve us.
Where's the rapping?
Fuck a morning, your retirement. Send mimosas with Madonna, man. Fuck her faces like I'm Taliban. It's too dark in here, don't make me pull a tech. If your name ain't Benjamin, then what we talking about? You tryna fuck or not? Cause I got the hoes and all. Under the act they fall. And they don't do broke at all.
Okay, so I don't hate it as much as I thought I would,
Why not?
but I really don't. I don't love it. And I'm confused. I have a lot of questions about how this came to be. Why is this a thing? Who told her?
Black China.
I thought it was going to be much worse.
Just having things to do. It's just about as bad as I expected it to be. I hate it.
Still really mad at you because I really put thought into who this might be. Like,
I mean, Black China's a rapper.
No, she's not.
She has a rap song.
No, anybody can have a rap song. Anybody can do that. What's his name?
Right there.
No. That isn't it. This is just really...
This is terrible.
Right, and...
It's awful. Black China, please don't
I
rap.
blame you niggas. Who put her up to this?
This sounds just like one of these new kids on SoundCloud or whatever. Again, rapping for like bookings. Can we rap because we like appreciate rap and like how it works? And like even if you're going to like fill your songs with all sorts of hate and misogyny and completely shallow and frivolous talk of jewelry and things like that, can you approach it in an entertaining way? Can you at least look at the legends, Missy Elliott again, and give us like videos that show that they have a lot of thought into it, or like something?
No, because
this sucks.
If you want Missy to write a song, you're going to have to pay Missy. You're going to have to pay people who have the talent that you don't. So if you don't have the talent and you don't have the money, then you're going to get something that sounds like this, which is still better than what I thought it was going to be.
I just crave thought. Like, I don't know.
Right.
Like, I want to hear stuff and it's like, oh, you fucking thought about that.
Yeah,
like, there was
this is for the
something that was put into that. Sure, that's where you come from, but this isn't even a good strip club song.
Okay, it has 1 star on Hot New Hip Hop. You niggas really are not fucking with this.
It sucks. It's terrible. I would have just thought that this was one of them dolls that's not from Detroit.
This is literally exactly, but like, I did not expect it to be good. I want to hear Yo Gotti's verse, actually.
Oh, I didn't even make it that far.
Whoever Jeremiah is, y'all can keep it. But I want to hear Yo Gotti's verse.
Jeremiah is the young man who Junie's mother removed from his own tour.
That's right, Mr. Birthday Sex. And that's when y'all told me he had more songs than that.
Own tour. I love a lot of Jeremiah songs, actually.
And probably sold more tickets after that happened too, as well.
Probably.
But yeah, this isn't good.
Yeah, no, I hate this.
Despite
Blac Chyna, please don't do it again.
Low expectations.
You know what I'm saying? What I will give you is credit for putting it out. You know what I'm saying? Kim Kardashian was in the studio. Kim Kardashian shot a video, and we laughed at what we knew would be terrible, and she didn't put it out because of that. You did the same thing, and we laughed at you, and you put your song out any motherfucking way. And for that, sis, kudos.
Yeah.
Dream's a dream. You know we honor her over here on this side of things.
I haven't seen Dream in a while. Her.
I think she's almost 2.
What?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
I think she's almost 2 now.
Oh, wow. How do all this Blac Chyna announces? I never see anything from Blac Chyna.
We don't care.
Oh, look at that baby looks like Kim.
Who?
Kardashian.
Dream does?
Yes.
Let me look.
She looks like...
Because she's always looked smack like her daddy to
Rob.
me. Right. She looks like
yeah,
Rob.
I don't think Rob and Kim look too different from each other.
Oh, I guess.
Especially as babies.
Her new one looks exactly like her.
Well, she's just so adorable. What?
Chi-Town?
Oh, yeah. Chi-Town.
Chi-Town looks just like her mama.
Hold on. Let me see. I haven't seen a picture of her in a while. Chicago.
All of the kids are gorgeous.
Oh, wait, her name is not Chicago Kardashian.
It isn't.
Oh my God, look at that face.
Each and every one of the kids are perfect.
Oh, she's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Wow.
Saint's a cutie too.
Kim Kardashian don't deserve these beautiful Damn, man. The fact that North don't know she black, that's what I'm saying.
All right. Well, that's it for today's Hot Tops. Hot Tops, no country for old bottoms.
Ever.
But we can now that we have now that we have the house.
Now that we have the house, we can work on getting the bottoms back in power.
Get me out of here. What am I even talking about today?
We will be back.
Hey guys, support for today's show comes from Care Of. Care Of is a monthly subscription vitamin service that delivers completely personalized vitamin and supplement packs right to your door. Just take Care Of's fun online quiz, which asks you about your diet, health goals, and lifestyle choices, and find out in 5 minutes what vitamins and supplements you specifically need. And then your vitamins will get delivered right to your door in personalized, easy to remember daily packs, perfect for a busy on-the-go lifestyle. I don't know about the rest of y'all. Maybe if you in New York or a surrounding area where it's dark as night at 5 o'clock now, and it's cold and things like that. Germs are everywhere. So have a little packet on your purse, on your fanny, or whatever on you that you can just get your things together on the go and in your lifestyle. Plus, vegan and vegetarian supplement options are available to match your dietary needs if you're one of the girls. And your monthly subscription box can be easily modified at any time.
Yes, it is so easy to look at the Care Of website, to take the little quiz to see which vitamins may work for you. They sent me mine in little individual packs with my name on it every day. Like, here, bitch, this is what you're supposed to be doing to get better care of yourself. They even have a prenatal section on the website for those of you who are thinking of, doing that to your body. Feel free to bulk things up first.
Gotta do it.
Beforehand. For 25% off your first month of personalized Care Of vitamins, visit takecareof.com and enter READ. That's takecareof.com, code READ for 25% off your first month of personalized Care Of vitamins. Let them know Kid Fury and Crystal sent you. Let's get back to the show.
All right, so we're back. It's time for some letters from y'all.
Yes, send your questions to asktheread@gmail.com. We may just read them aloud on the show. We have an update from the person who sent us the letter about their trans lover having a bigger dick than the boy that she was friends with, and now he's mad because he felt threatened and all this. So the email says, after listening to your take on my situation, I decided not to tell him, of course, that she and Chantel are still fucking around. I spoke to Chantel right after the show aired, and she confessed to me that she fucked him as well, with her being the top, and she said he screamed more than I did. My first thought was to call him out on his hypocrisy, but I just chuckled to myself knowing he likes the dick too. Many blessings, Destiny.
So what the motherfuck was his problem?
So, this issue runs a lot deeper than what me and you could have possibly, investigated and figured out.
Okay, so what is your issue with me? Because, bitch, we're not in a relationship.
Right.
Okay. We're out here fucking together, which is just like such a rare connection that people have. You know what I'm saying? So you should just be thankful that you have a fuck buddy.
Right. So
and
you
you
tag team like this,
trying to make me feel bad for simply enjoying dick that is great? Like, bitch, what?
Right. The dick is good, but maybe
why are you trying to make me feel bad?
Maybe they fucked afterward. Well, I don't know. There's a lot of details we don't know here, and we'll never know. But thank you, Destiny, for introducing us to your kind of out there life. I'm really into it. Let's see. Next question comes from Brandon, who says, thanks, Kid Fury, for creating Agents of Shade on the PS4. I've met and interacted with plenty of other gamers who have introduced me to great games and amazing anime and TV shows that I now stand for.
Yay.
I have also met with some members of the community in person and talk to them pretty much every day now. Y'all are like friends out here. That's cute.
That's cool.
Here's my question. Are you two looking forward to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate next month? I'll just go ahead and let you know right now that I'm not, because I don't know what that is.
I'll explain it.
If so, who are 3 of your favorite characters to play as, and which stages do you typically like to play?
Okay, so first of all, Super Smash Brothers is a game that you will play because I will force you to play.
Okay.
I don't know that it is, I don't know how you're going to feel about it. I think that you'll probably have fun with it. I don't expect it to be something that you'll buy on your own. I think it was just something you might play with us when we're all playing Switch together.
Oh, it's coming out on the Switch.
Yeah, it's a Switch game. You're definitely getting the Pokemon one though, right?
Yeah. Do I already have that?
I feel like you told me you pre-ordered it.
I think I did.
It's basically Pokemon Go on a Switch, but better.
Oh, okay. Well, then I must have a different Pokemon game. I have another one too.
Are you talking about Pokemon Quest?
Yes.
Okay, no. I'm talking about... Yeah, no, it's not good. I'm talking about Pokemon Let's Go.
Oh,
which is going to be
Switch.
like an expanded version of the film
well, I want
that
a
you're
fucking
addicted to on your game. Yeah, no, you need Pokemon Let's Go. Get that.
Yeah.
Pre-order that now.
What the hell?
You will like that one.
Let me just find it.
That for sure I know you'll like.
Okay.
But for me, Super Smash Brothers as a kid, from remembering the Nintendo 64 era quite well, I can tell you I've played all of them. I've stand for all of them. My youngest brother is probably not the only person who I know who could beat me, but he's a person who I know I probably will never beat at Super Smash Brothers. Yeah. Just random Kid Fury lore. But just for a quick explanation for you, it's basically like a fighting game that's sort of presented in a party style. And it features a bunch of different characters, usually from Nintendo games.
Okay.
So Mario and Luigi and Princess, but then like Pikachu is in there. And then like Donkey Kong is in there.
Did you know video games have directors?
Yes, my nigga.
Wow.
Like, it's a whole production besides it. Like, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know.
Sorry, it's
media.
So this is the 6th Smash Brothers that's coming out.
Yeah, I'm not crazy excited about this one because it's like basically all the characters that have ever been in the Smash Brothers game are going to be there. I'm getting it just because it's going to be on the Switch and I can take it and play it wherever I want to. Either way, Bayonetta, because I stand Bayonetta as a character I love. I haven't played.
Wow, this is coming out next month, December 7th.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've already got it pre-ordered.
Cool. This will be fun.
Oh, Sheik. Bayonetta. Kirby.
Sheik.
Those are my 3.
Kirby and the other one, I get confused all the time. Kirby's the big pink nigga.
Yeah, Kirby's the pink one.
I get him in, what's the other nigga name?
I don't know, Jigglypuff?
I think it is Jigglypuff. Let me see.
Jigglypuff is the Pokemon that sang and everybody would fall asleep. And she'd be like, bitch, no, your hoes.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna draw in your face.
I never saw Jigglypuff on TV.
She's in Super Smash Brothers, or he. I don't think Jigglypuff has a defined gender.
Oh, no, of course not.
A part.
But I was thinking of that pink nigga. Majin Buu.
Okay.
Sorry, I can't figure out how to Google it. I'm trying.
Well, Majin Buu and Kirby are so very far apart.
Yeah.
Majin Buu is a character from Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, this is a mixture of my 2 little brothers' interests.
Yeah,
I see that. Colliding in my head.
Yeah.
And I don't know which is which.
Love it if Goku was in Smash Brothers, but I don't see how that would make any sense. Anyways, I hope that answers your question. I don't really know about stages, particularly. I always really liked the Pokemon stage, like the stadium stage, because it always had random Pokemon that would come and like interrupt you or attack you or fuck up the stage somehow. And then I don't really know. Other ones with like race cars and shit that randomly... I like the stages that have stuff that happens into it that kind of makes everything really crazy that you have to watch out for. But all of this will make sense, I suppose, in December when we play this game. Okay. I can't wait to see how you feel about it.
Yeah, because I'm a little like, like I don't really understand what you are saying.
You're just fighting other people, and the more you hit them, the higher their percentage goes up. And the higher their percentage, the easier it is for you to knock them off of the screen. So the whole goal is to beat people up until they're damaged enough for you to...
Is this something you can play as a group? Like all of you on one screen fighting other niggas?
There's a possibility we've played Super Smash Brothers on the Wii U before.
Perhaps.
Because I have it.
Yeah, maybe.
We might have played this.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't really remember, but I'm looking forward to trying it again.
It's probably going to be the highest selling game of the year. If not, like, right up there. It's incredibly popular.
Higher than Breath of the Wild?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Breath of the Wild didn't come out this year.
Oh, no, you're right. It didn't. Okay. Well, is it the type of game you play with the headphones where you talk to people on the internet while you play?
I think it probably has a mode, where you can play online with other people.
I'm not doing that.
I mean, you don't have to.
Okay. As long as I don't have to. Okay. All right. Cool. So, next question comes from, give me a girl's name.
Jebedisha.
Jebedisha says, I started a job back in May making only $45,000.
Okay.
Within a month of being employed, another job offer came my way offering more. I told my current employer about the other offer, and to get me to stay, they countered with a supervisor position and a $65,000 salary. Obviously, I couldn't turn that down, so I stayed, became a supervisor for the first time in my life, and started helping my boss find someone to fill my former position. I recommended my friend for my former position.
Woo! Mistake one.
Because she and I worked together in the past, and she was always praised for her work. I was able to talk the employer into giving her $10,000 more than they wanted to offer her because I felt she would do a great job, and she assured me she could handle it. One of her conditions prior to being hired was that she continued to wear her hair however she chose in a multicolored mohawk, and my boss said that was fine, so she was hired. After about 2 months or so, it became clear that she could not handle the work. I've had to train her multiple times on the same task because she can't remember how to do it or didn't take notes. She started calling out and coming in late and asking to leave early a lot. She's given out the wrong information to clients more than once, and I am always asked by upper management to research and fix her mistakes.
Damn.
She and I had a meeting about this, and she said she felt frustrated because I'm hovering over her, and she felt like she wasn't trusted by the company to handle her job. I stepped back and gave her full control over the accounts. I also explained to her that she would really need to prove herself and catch up on all the work that was behind and incorrect.
Wait, she said she stepped back and did what?
No. This is the girl who recommended her. She's saying, I stepped back and let her handle it herself because she said she wanted to and she didn't want nobody to breathe down her neck.
That's what I thought she said. But sis, okay.
Right. If she could not handle the workload, we would need to bring in someone else to assist, but that would cause a decrease in her salary. She said she couldn't afford a pay cut and promised to perform well. Another month has gone by and things have gotten worse. Every time I ask her about an account, she never has an answer and always hits me with, I'll get back to you, and never does. I put my foot down with her in regards to the lateness and absences, and now she has an attitude and won't speak to me on a personal level. Every time I go to her desk, she's watching House of Pain on her phone.
What?
Or she's on Facebook, which my boss has noticed as well and asked me to speak to her about it.
Girl.
We also had an issue where a salesperson asked her to come along to a client meeting, and she came in with a new hair color, a lime green shirt, and a leather blazer. With high water pants.
Girl is bugging.
The salesperson canceled the meeting, and now I have to tell her that she is not allowed to client interface in person. I scheduled a meeting for us to go over her work and to tell her about her conduct, but she got out of it by telling my boss that her cousin died, and she left early. She didn't tell me that her cousin died, and she also did not post anything on Facebook about it, and she fucking lives, eats, sleeps, and farts on Facebook, so I don't believe her. At this point, I just want to recommend we fire her and find someone else with better experience.
Great.
I know this will probably ruin the friendship, but I feel like it's already ruined because she doesn't respect me. I put my neck out for her, vouched for her with my employers, and got her a good pay rate, and she's acting like she doesn't give a fuck. How do I deal? Please help. Jebediah.
So,
you did a good thing for a friend, girl. You know, no good deed goes unpunished.
Jebby, it sounds like you wanted to vent, and you got it out, honey. So, like, sounds like you know what comes next. All right, Jeb.
Like, girl,
more power to you.
The friendship is truly trashed.
It's pretty fucked, sis. Yeah. But that was on her. Just that was on her. She already was, like, according to you,
right,
acting brand new and acting different or whatever, taking her own actions personally, or like the consequences for action, which haven't even been anything really,
right,
like, to heart. Sis. I came and gave you a job and got you a hookup financially for said job or whatever, and you coming in here making me look fucking crazy. The fact that you even have a place to work still, I mean, a place to watch House of Pain. Like,
of all the shows you could be bullshitting and watching on your phone,
bitch,
House of Pain, she don't want no job. Girl.
So you're not friends with her anymore. That sucks. Right. Oh no.
Sorry, sis.
So many different flavors of ice cream that you can have tonight if that's a way for you to get through things. I mean, Bluebell, if you're in a region, just has endless. Ben and Jerry's. Depending on the time of year, you might get you like a real good Girl Scout cookie number. I think Edie's does.
Oh, bitch. Talenti is about to come out with their holiday flavors. Ooh, ho. That pumpkin pie. I don't fuck with pumpkin pie in real life, but that pumpkin pie ice cream tastes like sweet potato pie ice cream.
If you're willing to shell out just a few extra coins
so good, bitch.
for a little bit of Talenti.
That Talenti is so good,
because Talenti
bitch.
is expensive.
It is.
Like, girl, but it's so good.
$7 for a pint. Y'all got me fucked up until you eat it, and then you like let me catch this bitch on a sale.
Fine. Okay.
You motherfuckers.
Nigga.
It's so good.
What I'm saying is that you have plenty of treats to, to enjoy and get you through those emotions if you're feeling like you have any. And I guess you can watch some House of Pain while you eat the ice cream. But she don't work there no more.
Sis.
She's got to go, not just because of a couple, one or two mistakes. It's like the attitude behind it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like you don't give a fuck. It would be different if she was fucking up and like taking notes and asking you for help or like staying late trying to get a hold of it.
Right.
Like it would be different if she was putting forth a lot of effort. Like, bitch, I got the hookup on this job and I'm not trying to lose it.
Exactly.
But you gave her this massive gift that, by the way, anybody else would be thrilled to have. Like, niggas need jobs real bad, girl.
Yeah.
So the fact that you stuck your neck out for this bitch and she's just like, not only do I not give a fuck about the work, I don't even give enough of a fuck to like try to care about the work, and I don't care that your name and reputation on the line. You need to fire this bitch before you get fired.
Right, exactly.
That's what needs to happen.
She's
reflecting poorly on you, girl.
The boss sees the girl on Facebook or whatever and is coming to you to like, now I'm already upset that you came in here after I did this for you. You know what I'm saying? Playing a game, not doing any work. Not only that, but then I have to go and do more work than I already have to do to fix the shit that you didn't do or that you did incorrectly. And you got an attitude with me on top of that. It's like you've been given so many little inches and now you want like the equator. Go home. Get your things. Don't come back. If we're not friends anymore, like this, you have every single reason to not be this girl's friend anymore. I wouldn't even want to be her friend no more, to be honest with you. So I don't even really know what you're losing here. If she's not even being cool with you on a personal level, then you really lost nothing. Like if she was still trying to be like, hey girl, so what time is lunch? And doesn't realize that she's trash, then maybe it's difficult. So I have to like break it down to her, not realizing that she sucks. But she knows that she don't care and she doesn't care or respect you anyway. So bye, girl.
I just feel for you because it sucks to be like, oh, I know somebody who would be perfect for this job. And then they come in and everybody is like, I thought you said this bitch would be perfect.
That's the worst part.
We gave her $10,000 more than we wanted to offer for the job because you just sold her like she was so great.
That's the worst part.
And the bitch is garbage. Like,
even if you never speak to her again and the girl leaves there or whatever, that's something that you still got to deal with at your workplace. Them looking at you like, girl, I don't even know why we listened to your motherfucking ass because clearly you didn't know what the fuck you was talking about. Girl. You wanted this crazy Mohawk bitch to come in here and do whatever the fuck y'all wanted so y'all could talk about House of Pain reruns. Bitch, like clearly.
Right, you just wanted to be at work with your fucking friend. This is not elementary school no more, bitch. Don't nobody care if y'all can't sit together all day.
She should have known better.
Girl, good luck to you.
Good riddance.
Next question comes from Casper, who says, earlier this year, I matched on Bumble with a friend of a friend.
Okay, which one is that? Let's see. Is that the girl one? Is that the guy one? Is that
Bumble.
One of the guy ones?
I just know it's an app.
I know it's an app, too. I just don't know who it's for. Bumble is a location-based social and dating application that facilitates communication between interested users in heterosexual matches.
Oh, right. That's the trick.
Okay, so it's either.
The girls have to say that they're interested first before men can contact them on Bumble.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah. Only female users can make the first contact with matched male users.
Right.
While in same-sex matches, either person can send a message first. That's dope.
Right? I know so many women are like, I am so tired of all these ugly ass men jumping in my fucking DMs. It's about time somebody got a hold of that. So anyway, Casper said, I matched on Bumble with a friend of a friend. She's someone that I knew, but only tangentially. For context, we're both in our late 20s and are pansexual cis women. Cool. Okay.
All right.
We went on a couple of dates, which were fun and cute, but because of our conflicting schedules and my depression rearing its ugly head, we never got a chance to see where it could lead. Shortly thereafter, my depression ended up incapacitating me, and for the next 5 months, I was only able to do the bare minimum needed to survive and not lose my job.
Real.
With the help of my therapist and new meds, I have been in a much better place emotionally and physically for the past 4 months. But I've always had my disappearing act hanging over my head. I recently saw her in passing and felt so awkward. I wanted to talk to her about things but didn't know how. Plus, we were both with 2 different groups of friends. I really enjoyed hanging out with her and want to reconnect for friendship at least, but I'm embarrassed by my actions. I also want to apologize because I'm not typically the type to ghost anyone. Though I'm very open with my friends about my mental health struggles, I'm nervous to tell her about what I was going through, and I'm scared that she'll see it as a bullshit excuse. How much should I tell her? Should I even bother reaching out, or is it too late? Your friendly neighborhood ghost, Casper.
So Nathan on Insecure.
You know, I've realized about when I was done about the 3rd paragraph, I was like, oh, this is literally Nathan.
Yeah.
Except, 2 ladies.
I would say, I think a lot of people would surprise you. Thankfully, the conversation of mental health is pretty active and common these days.
Yeah.
A lot of people are talking about it. A lot of people are making genuine efforts to understand it better and things like that, whether it pertains to them or people around them and stuff like that. Yeah, I would definitely, I don't think there's anything wrong. I don't think that you should even really feel hesitant to approach her, whether it's, I think in person would have been a great time to just offhand, just have approached her at some point and just been like, hey girl, I just wanted to let you know, I'm so sorry that I disappeared or whatever. I've just been feeling like trash and I've been going through a whole bunch of stuff and it wasn't a personal thing about you. I'd really, really love to reconnect with you and stuff like that. And hopefully we can catch up. That's such a normal thing, especially if you're grown up in the sense that you are active and have a schedule where you got shit to do and you can't just be up underneath somebody's armpits every fucking second of the day.
Right.
I think a lot of us sort of expect that sometimes people are gonna just have moments where they're not as available.
Right.
I do anyway.
But I think we also expect those people to say that to us.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
But I don't think there's anything wrong with going out to someone and just being like, I haven't been in a great place, but I do still want to reconnect with you. I hope we can. And if she takes it the wrong way or doesn't approach it the wrong way, her fucking loss. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's some real shit. But I don't think that your circumstances are anything that you should be ashamed to share with somebody that you had a connection with or want to reconnect with or just or whatever. Because she might be like, bitch, let me tell you, I know what the fuck you mean.
Yep.
I barely got out of bed today. So
she might. I think that what you said is good advice. To just approach her and be like, this is what's up and my bad that I, just kind of left you out there with no explanation. But then I would also make sure to just leave it up to her at that point. All you can do is apologize and be real about it. And let her decide whether she wants to take the risk on getting to know you, again or not. People, I'm sure, basing off your email, you had no intention of hurting this girl. And maybe you didn't hurt her. Maybe you stopped calling and she was like, well, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
And went on about her damn life.
Exactly.
I don't know. But, people have the right to be like, I don't really want to get my feelings hurt. And I understand you have your own shit to deal with and that's real. But my feelings can't be sacrificed because of that. We all got our own shit to deal with, my niggas. So let her, I would approach it the same way Kid Fury said and then just leave it open, number's still the same if you want to hit me up or whatever. Yeah. And let it go from there. And then whatever it is, it just is.
Because your only other road here is just not talking to the girl at all.
Right.
So what difference would it make? You know what I'm saying? You have to let it go either way she decides to let it go.
Right.
I just think that you might be surprised in how she responds. But yeah, if she is you know what, I don't know how I feel about that and whatever. Or maybe it reminds her of an ex or whatever. Maybe she just don't have no time. You know what I mean?
Because we all have our own shit. So
and
maybe she's been ghosted many, many times. And so this hurts a lot. Who knows?
Just don't take that personally.
Yes. Because
you just said, Crystal, we all have our shit, but don't be afraid to make an effort or whatever because there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
I think it's really relatable for a lot of people, or even if you can't relate, I think a lot of people will understand.
Well, I mean, worst case scenario, at least you've cleared the air. And so if y'all friends are ever around each other again, it's not like awkward or weird for y'all to see each other, and you've like had the conversation.
Yeah.
Like that's the bare minimum that mature adults should be able to do.
Yes.
So, you know, if for no other reason, then do it for that. And, you know, if she's down, then she's down. And if she's not, then, you know, it is what it is. You have your own, we all have our own battles, hurdles, and shit that we are going through every fucking day, girl. So good luck to you. Our last question. Do you want to talk about a girl who wants to break up with her boyfriend to be with his best friend, or a little girl who is having trouble with queerness? That's not messy. That's kind of like just advice.
So,
trash.
Sweetie, good luck out there being queer. Let's talk about the other one. I love you so much. Maybe next week. Maybe do next week.
No, I'll save it. All right. This is from Genevieve. She said, I met my alleged boyfriend, Derek, in 2015 when he and his friends came to a kickback I hosted. He was a friend of a friend, and we instantly connected over our mutual musical interests and movies. His best friend, Tim, butted into our convo, and we all kikied for about an hour. Derek's other drunk friend got into a shouting match with someone, so Derek left us to defuse the situation after I kicked the loud niggas out my house. This left me and Tim alone in my kitchen.
Quickly.
Yes, it did. He told me he thought I was beautiful and wanted to date me, but I declined because I felt a real connection with Derek. That was dumb. Fast forward to 2018, and now Derek ain't shit. We've been on and off for years, and nothing has changed. We have a great bond, but he's not consistent or even really worthy of my time. He tells me one thing and does another. We haven't had good sex in months, and this may sound awful, but we are on different levels. I just graduated with a master's.
Hey.
I work for a major corporation. He works at Target, which, girl, no shade, is also a major corporation.
I love Target.
And has a roommate. We live a few hours from each other, and he's only come to visit me once in the past 6 months. He has never considered of my feelings or time, so I've emotionally distanced myself from him in our relationship. 3 months ago, Tim slid in my DMs with the I'm in your city, let's link message.
Mm-hmm.
We went out. I bet you are in my city. We went out for drinks, food, and hookah, and before I knew it, he was in my bed.
You know,
hookah, girl. This is such an Oklahoma City date.
Because his name is Tim, it made me think of Tim Allen.
The white man? Home Improvement?
I immediately went,
oh, I hate you. I'm so mad you can do it so good. I've been trying to do that voice all my life. I hate that he's such a conservative asshole now.
Is he?
Yes. His new show on Fox, well, it was on ABC, I think, and then it got canceled and Fox picked it up. He's terrible. He's such a right wing.
No!
Yes. It ruins the Home Improvement reruns for me.
Toy Story 4 is coming out.
Oh, I'm sorry. Tim Allen is an asshole.
No.
Yes. They have like a token black neighbor, and he's always doing like borderline offensive racial jokes, and the black neighbor is like, get on somewhere, white man, or whatever. Anyway, this is not we're not even done with the letter.
Okay, yeah. Tim, so
right.
Yeah.
Okay, we went out for drinks, food, and hookah, and before I knew it, he was in my bed. After hours of passionate sex and orgasms, he left, and we've been talking for months now. He gives me everything Derek doesn't, time, energy, and respect. He sent flowers to my job and my apartment, and he never forgets to text me goodnight.
Mm-hmm.
The youth.
Yep.
Tim's ready to pursue a real relationship with me, and I don't mind. He's smart, handsome, ambitious, and a Southern gentleman. We are both concerned about being public with our relationship because of our mutual friends and because Derek may go apeshit. Am I a hot ass mess for breaking up with Derek for his best friend? I feel like a horrible person, but I'm close to 30, and I think I found the love of my life. Please help. Love, Genevieve.
No, Jen, calm down.
Girl. The love of your life, girl.
So I want to remind you, Jen, that you met this nigga. It wasn't swirling for you. You were feeling his friend because the friend had it all. And then time went by. And then he just sucked. So now you're entertaining this friend, and I'm assuming things are still fresh, and y'all are having fun, doing little things you know you ain't supposed to be doing.
All that bullshit.
All that other thing. How much do you believe that in the future,
girl,
time will repeat itself?
Right.
Here with Tim.
The grass is always greener on the other side.
It just is. It just always is...
Niggas always look better when you ain't got to deal with they shit on a day-to-day basis.
If you want to break up with this nigga, break up with the nigga regardless. You listed all of the reasons that you don't need to be with him. So there's that. He needs to be left regardless. So that's that. If you leave him for his best friend, is that trifling? Yes. It just is. There's no way around that.
Girl. That is some Maury shit.
I would just like you to, I'm not going to pass judgment on you. I mean, you already done fucked the best friend, so there's that. You know, if you continue to fuck the best friend after you done broke up with homie, I think that's probably best. If you're going to continue to fuck them and shit. But I would advise you to be single and mingle if you're looking to be in a relationship. It'll make no sense for you to, much like how birds flock together when they're of a feather.
Yes.
Dogs in packs.
Niggas do the same, girl.
And so there's a very good chance that everything that you're feeling at the moment down the line, you will feel the opposite of. Then you gonna feel goofy for leaving a nigga for his best friend only to find out that them niggas was the same type of nigga. So why don't you just break up with the nigga that you with right now, enjoy whatever dick it is that you're getting, okay, put on your BCBG or whatever it is, go out to Free Before 12 and scout. Like
the rest of us.
What's the problem?
Break up with the boyfriend and then just fuck the friend. There's no need to be in a relationship with that nigga, girl.
For what?
Do not do that. No, that is, you guaranteed to end up in some bullshit.
Don't ever leave no nigga for no new nigga, especially when you've been in a fucking relationship with that motherfucker for however many years and stuff. Leave that nigga for freedom.
Yes.
Okay?
To freedom!
Period. Bombs. Go have a good time. Go and be single again and meet a nigga that don't know either one of them motherfucking niggas that's just as nice, if not better or whatever, because odds are he, much like Tim and the other one, will be great for a couple of years and then will also be trash. But at least he won't be your ex's best friend.
Right. Because that's just trifling, girl.
That sucks.
Just
like,
trifling.
I can't, I won't judge you, but I can't deny it.
I mean, no, because niggas are niggas. He probably cheating on you too. But you're cheating on him and it's not right.
Hey.
So at least break up with him and then just don't. A relationship is a bad idea, girl. Don't play yourself.
Tim Allen gets candid about politics. I'm kind of an anarchist.
You don't want to read further, friend.
Yeah, I'm going to leave it there.
We are going to wrap up the questions for this week. Send yours to ask3read@gmail.com and we'll be back.
Hey guys, today's show is being brought to you by Audible. It's the time of year when everyone is thinking about thoughtful gifts. So if you're thinking about giving yourself or a loved one the gift of an Audible membership, now's the best time to do it with a special offer. Access to an unbeatable selection of audio books, including bestsellers, motivation, mysteries, thrillers, memoirs, and much more. You can choose 3 titles every month, 1 audiobook, and 2 Audible originals you can't hear anywhere else. Listen on any device, anytime, anywhere, whether it's at the home, at the gym, on the train or the bus, or wherever it is that you be at with your stuff. You'll also enjoy easy audiobook exchanges, rollover credits, and an audiobook library you keep forever, even if you cancel.
Yep, you do. I am personally using Audible to get, first of all, more books read, but also to expand the shit that I'm interested in, start getting into more things. There's a book about investigations into human personality that I think I'm going to order. There's a few that'll help you learn another language, which I definitely need to do. Right now, for a limited time, you too can get 3 months of Audible for just $6.95 a month. That's more than half off the regular price. So go ahead and give yourself the gift of listening. And while you're at it, think about giving the gift of Audible to someone on your list. Just go to audible.com/theread or text the read to 500-500. That's audible.com/THEREAD or text the read to 500-500. Reading is fundamental. Let's move on.
Thanks again to Talkspace for supporting today's episode of The Read. You cannot imagine fitting anything else into your life, but you definitely need somebody to talk to. Maybe about the fact that you can't fit anything else to your life, or the fact that the world is trash. Maybe you just need to get something off of your chest about your best friend who you gave a job to, who acts like they ain't got no sense. Whether it's just regular life challenges at home or at work, or just your life, your baby's father, there are no extra commutes, no leaving office, and no judgments involved in Talkspace. Remember that therapy is not just about venting your innermost thoughts or digging into childhood memories. It's also about practical everyday strategies for stress management and living a happier life. You're getting the tools that you can take with you out into the real world, so that when you feel yourself crumbling, you can be like, I'm well equipped. I got this. All right.
That's right.
Having a therapist simply provides you a designated person for you to talk to who is trained to listen and help you make positive changes.
The Talkspace platform has over 2,000 licensed therapists who are experienced in addressing the life challenges that we all face. So to get started and match with your perfect therapist for a fraction of the price of traditional therapy, go to Talkspace.com/read and use code READ to get $45 off your first month. That's code READ at Talkspace.com/read. Taking care of your mental health is so, so clutch. So go ahead, let Talkspace know we sent you. Let's wrap up the show.
Okay, so it's time for the read. We're back.
Do you have a read this week?
I have many. So why don't you go ahead? Maybe you have one that's I can snatch off of mine.
Well, this is going to be short and sweet. I am going to pass my read this week.
Oh, lovely.
Yes. I had a feeling some of you may have dealt with some dumb shit over the past week, and I was correct. This read comes from Vanessa, who says, "This week in bullshit, a story came out of Idaho wherein a group of elementary school teachers dressed up for a Halloween party as Mexicans, complete with maracas, zarapes, and sombreros bearing the word Mexican in case there were any doubts."
Oh, okay.
A sombrero with Mexican on it, as the Mexicans do. They also constructed a cardboard border wall with the words "Make America Great" on it again.
Wow.
In case their point was somehow not registering in our simple little brains. It isn't just the gall of these insidious cows to be brazenly racist and lazy as fuck with their stereotypes, or the fact that these hoes are charged with the education of small children. All of that is bad, disgusting, and unacceptable. It's enough to have me researching brujeria? Brujeria. Isn't that
It's like...
That's a Latino witchcraft. You know what?
Let's just say that.
I feel like that's
it's kind of like witchcraft.
I feel like I haven't heard that word since what's her face? Spanish language word for witchcraft. Amen. Okay. Anyway, she's going to be researching that. That might plague them with explosive diarrhea, shitty Wi-Fi, the inability to orgasm, and the sensation of stepping barefoot on tiny Legos for the rest of their earthly existence. The part that really kills me is the school district superintendent's response to the photos of these sorry sacks of cytoplasm. Jesus. Come on, cytoplasm.
Right.
He seemed sincere in his disappointment. Truly, he used all the apology buzzwords and phrases, all deeply troubled this, and we embrace all students that. But then he went and made sure to let us know that he did not believe there was any malicious intent behind this stunt. Just an egregious error in judgment. What in the entire "I'm not the hoe, you the hoe" fuck was not malicious about this?
No, she did not.
In the year of our Lord 2018, you mean to tell me that you find us daft enough to believe that all this fuckery is just a misplaced, harmless, gee golly, I just didn't know joke? Like we haven't seen 11 million viral videos of racists being racist this year alone and had to talk about blackface and appropriation more time than Macy's has one-day sales? Stop it. Call this shit what it is. It's racist. They're racist. They are racist who deserve to be fired. The men gunning down synagogues and sending pipe bombs in the mail are also racist and terrorists too. I am a woman and a Latina, an assault survivor, and the daughter of immigrants. I walk around constantly triggered. I'm exhausted and angry and lighting every Virgin de Guadalupe candle I can in the hope that these midterm elections will end as they should. But don't you worry, simple bitches. Candles ain't all that I got for that ass. In just a few days, I'm voting. We're voting. We have had enough of your stupidity, ignorance, and blinding caucasity, and we are coming for you. If I were you, I'd run. Vayamos directo al carajo y no vuelven nunca más.
Okay, girl.
Surely I just butchered your language, and I'm so sorry, Vanessa. But thank you for... Somebody's gonna be like, bitch.
I mean, the effort was
You
there.
literally said it with... See, this is why I need to get on my Audible, one of them Spanish language books, so I can learn how to say things much better. She clearly wrote this in between Halloween and the midterm elections. And I thought, first of all, what an excellent point. I cannot believe teachers decided that this was appropriate to not only wear to school, but then to do a cardboard border wall with "Make America Great." Like, y'all
Let's really go there.
Like, to school? Like, you didn't have your own teacher party afterwards where everybody was just gone off the Casamigos making bad decisions. You brought that shit to the schoolhouse and wore it, like, in front of the kids. Like, they posed for pictures. in 2018 when every phone has a camera on it. It's like white people just really don't want their jobs. They don't want their fucking jobs. It's just incredible to me that y'all really thought, you know what's a good idea? You know what just would really just bring the spice back into the school day? It's just trash. This is garbage. I'm not surprised. I hope that, I hope that the superintendent does what needs to be done. Like, I would not trust these people to be teachers. I do not want them around my children. God only knows what kind of racist ideologies they're slipping in there. God only knows what kind of bullshit they talking, pro-President Trump shit. If your baby comes home talking about, my teacher said we should build the wall, bitch. Now, when I come up to that school, everybody's heads is going to be fucking rolling. I'm going to be the loud black mom in there, twisting my head, snapping my fingers.
If I went home at any age and told my parents that one of my teachers had that costume on, they're going to the school the next day. It doesn't even have to be curriculum. They don't have to say nothing to me. If I go home and tell one of my two, oh, hey,
yeah,
Mr. Rollins had on this costume that said such and such, they're going down and they're not leaving.
Yes,
so,
true.
I don't even know how y'all still have the nerve, but...
Me either. And I'm so glad, Vanessa, that you brought up the election, because I also wanted to say real quickly, I know that a lot of us are very disappointed in the midterm elections. I know, especially in Florida and Georgia, we are still trying to find out who the governor's going to be, because in Georgia, at least, the fact that y'all stole this election was blatantly obvious. I mean, incredibly fucking obvious. I can't believe the Republicans did it that openly. Just straight out in the open. Like, nigga, y'all didn't send power cords to the voting machines? Power cords? Power cords for electronic voting machines. Meanwhile, the voting locations in these all-white districts, all-white areas, zero issues.
Wi-Fi looking like Shibuya. Strongest connections you've ever seen.
Oh, man. I just read that there's going to be a recount, I think, in Florida. So shout out to you and all the other Floridians who went out and did your best. I know a lot of us are upset, because Senate seats were lost and the GOP is, of course, still retaining control over the Senate. But I am at least very glad that Democrats flipped the House. And again, so much of that is about local people. Like, it's about, like, these statewide contests maybe didn't go the way you wanted them to, but so many, like, local elections. Yes, a lot of good things happen, and it means that Donald Trump can't just push through whatever the fuck he wants to, because the House and Senate are gonna roll over his ass.
I've already begun work on my Auntie Maxine's cake.
Oh, child, because somebody said she's gonna be the head of the committee that can request his tax returns. I'm like, girl, that's just the very fucking beginning. Like, I don't put a lot of faith in politicians to get things done that will really benefit the majority of us. I am just glad, because it's like a stop to the bleeding. It's like we're 2 years in and finally Democrats have control of the House, so it's not just he can do whatever in the fuck he wants to.
Right.
So I am at least grateful for that. And I want to say Oklahoma, I know normally I have nothing good to say about us, because normally there is nothing good to say about us. But the state that had every single county go to John McCain when he ran against Barack Obama actually had a Democrat turn over the 5th district, which is the one in the Oklahoma City area, of course. It was either going to be that or Tulsa. We already know. But I believe this is the very first time a Democrat has ever won like a House district in the state. I'm pretty sure this is the first time in state history, if not, 30 years ago or something crazy. Yeah. And on Facebook, the Oklahomans are not having it. Oh, they're pissed. Oh, they're so mad. But it's like, Oklahoma City, this was just a matter of time. We got the basketball team. And did y'all just really think that people were going to continue? Well, never mind, because in a lot of other places, people are continuing to be incredibly ignorant and, terrible and not, learning from anything at all. But I just want to say shout out to Kendra Horn for being the new 5th House District Representative in the state of Oklahoma, and my old civics teacher in high school, John Waldron, which I cannot believe I didn't know this. He is still a civics teacher at my old high school. Shout out to Booker T in Tulsa. But he ran for State House and he won. And he said it's time for us to take our country back. And I remember Mr. Waldron being like that white man who was super cool. You know, we had a
That's
few.
dope. Yeah.
I had a few teachers like that.
Yeah.
Who was like,
yes.
you,
I feel like a lot of black schools have.
you black children, you come in here with your hip hop and your references I don't get and your sagging pants. And I just want you to learn social studies. I just want you.
That's it.
Honestly, he was teaching us this shit. He was teaching us about the Electoral College and the way the House and the Senate work and, you know, politics, government.
Funny enough, my cool white teacher was also a social studies teacher.
So shout out to Mr. Waldron. I am so glad to see somebody that I know is about it in office in Oklahoma. And again, it's just another indication for me of the shift that's happening. Slowly but surely, people are getting tired.
Very slowly,
Oklahoma
but surely.
Oklahoma teachers have been fed the fuck up. They had to go on strike because the state don't give a damn about them. And like I said, kids are sharing textbooks and texting each other pictures of their pages for homework and shit like that. So I'm just glad to see the small changes happening.
Crazy.
Sharice Davids, who is gonna be my wife, she don't know it yet. She's Native American woman from Kansas who's about to, you know, represent their state. So, you know, lots of small
I
good
know what you're
things.
talking about.
Oh,
I'm
she's
such
so
a
fun.
goofy.
And she's a former MMA fighter too. God damn.
Yes!
Oh, she's so fucking fun.
Oh, I love her even more now.
Woo wee. Child, the things me and Sharice Davis is gonna do. But anyway, not supposed to be
Okay.
objectifying this woman, right?
Right.
No, I'm
That's
bad.
not the
My
time.
bad. I'm sounding like a nigga.
Oh my goodness.
But yes, thank you so much, Vanessa, for passing your read. If you have a read you want to pass, send it to passtheread@gmail.com. But I just want to talk about that real quickly. I know a lot of people are disappointed in the midterm elections. But first of all, it ain't over yet. Not all of them anyway. And secondly, some good was done. Probably the most that we could have realistically asked for, all
You know
things
what?
considered.
That's facts.
And the Beto O'Rourke race in Texas, I know people are upset, but the fact that that man got half the vote in the state of Texas, all those black judges in Houston, like Texas is turning purple, which is incredible. The GOP should be shook as fuck. So, I'm done.
Many powerful black niggas like you and a couple of other ones I admire have been on the internet since last night telling me these things, and I'm just trying to listen to y'all niggas and stay, you know.
Keep your head up, friend.
I'm doing the best that I can.
I know.
I would like to start my read off by firstly saying fuck Florida. Fuck the whole state. Hate you niggas so fucking much.
Things did not
I
go
am
well in
so
Florida.
goddamn tired of Florida. My word. Miami's not Florida, first of all, if we're keeping it a buck.
Oh, Lord.
However, the racism and the ignorance that is steeped in that entire state is ever present in Miami as well. The Latinx community in Miami, the way that y'all motherfuckers hate so hard, I'm still confused. I don't know when y'all are gonna learn. I think maybe it's because a couple of y'all have on sharp suits. You got a couple of mayors and motherfuckers, you know, a governor got a Hernandez or whatever on the back of their name. So you motherfuckers
Lord.
be feeling like you are on that side of things and we're on the other and you can treat us like trash. And you be teaching your kids that are in my age range and younger to be just as ignorant as y'all. So it's not even like there are that many Cuban, Puerto Rican, whatever, you know, people in Miami that I can, like young people in Miami that I can confidently say, at least they're coming up underneath a whole bunch of ignorance and trying to do better. Like, look at the last fuckers that love hip hop shit. These motherfuckers, that, what's her name? Angelica, Veronica, that little girl probably can't even be 30 yet.
Whoever you talking about.
Don't even know she white. She really thought she was black because she's from
that
Hialeah.
Veronica baby.
Yes.
Nigga girl.
All because she wanted to say nigga. Like, okay, look. All I want to say is, Andrew Gillum has my respect. You did what you had to do. You know what I'm saying? You showed up. You told the truth. You showed the truth. And I believe you to be the... You know what? I don't even think Florida deserves him. No, because Florida's fucking
Florida
garbage.
don't deserve Andrew
Florida
Gillum.
is
Absolutely
garbage.
not. America don't deserve Andrew Gillum.
Period.
Just like Georgia don't deserve Stacey Abrams. You deserve the trash you've got.
Need and deserve two different things.
Exactly.
Okay? Florida needs Andrew Gillum. Deserves? Hell the fuck no. Y'all deserve Hades, fire and brimstone. I'm so fucking tired of this raggedy ass bitch. Fuck Florida. I hate it. I hate it. I'm ashamed to say that I'm from that limp dick shaped piece of fucking shit. And if I could, I would move all of my loved ones off of it and set the whole shit ablaze. Fuck Florida. That's first. Secondly,
friend,
I would like to say to Rebel Wilson. Now, sis, I have been keeping my eyes on you. I've been keeping my eyes on you, bitch, since Miley What's Good. Whatever year that was at the VMAs, because I know it was the same year. I believe she's the one who presented Nicki Minaj that award. So I know it was that award year. But that year, I distinctively remember, I think I used that word wrong. I remember Rebel Wilson coming on stage at the VMAs as dressed as a cop and then talking about, I know everybody's real sensitive towards the cops right now. And then she like stripped and said some shit about, I hate cop strippers, the way that they, you know, they give you a half-ass lap dance. Basically like making light of the Black Lives Matter movement, you know, which much like today was moved, if not probably even more. Like we were in the streets heavy at the time. Right. And here comes Rebel Wilson trying to make a joke about it, talking about I hate stripper cops. Ever since then, and I like to think that I'm the type of person who will look at like a comedian and a bad joke or a joke told in poor taste. And be like, okay, let me see how you respond to this. Let's see how this is cleaned up, if at all. Let's see how this things go. Because plenty of people tell horrible jokes. Plenty of people say things that are fucked up. Let's see how you respond to this. I don't remember her saying anything about it at all. So I said, all right, I'm gonna wait. So the other day, Rebel Wilson, who has some new movie coming out that I'm not going to go see. Apparently it's a romance comedy. And she said something along the lines of being the first plus-sized woman to star in a romance comedy, which is like, do you know how old the film industry is, Rebel Wilson? Like, for you to say that, I can't imagine that you didn't do any form of a Google first.
Right.
Like,
you didn't even try.
You didn't even try. I know that you're from a faraway place. Like, you're not from the United States of America. You know what I'm saying? And that's not a negative at all. Don't get me wrong. But you had to know that people have been making films for a long time, plus sized and all. So I'm not even going to cover you, people have already reminded you that Queen Latifah is a person, Monique is a person, Ricky Lake is a person. They've already given you the dragging and the history lesson that you deserve. And actually, I appreciate the fact that those people were able to get their roses, I guess, if I want to go back to using that fucking word in that moment. Like, yes, absolutely. Let's have a Queen Latifah standing moment. Let's recognize that she's done not one, but not two, but like many romance comedies and movies of all kinds. And like, what you're not going to do is just come in here and like erase all of these women's hard work and all of their achievements and stuff like that, because I guess you're feeling your Australian beat or whatever.
And she does it, Queen Latifah does it without making her size a joke or like something to be laughed at.
Is that not the great thing?
Which is the opposite of Rebel does. She's always, I'm the goofy fat girl here to be dumb and say something stupid and flop all over the place, you guys.
I'm so hungry.
Oh, I'm so fat and overly aggressive and sexual. Oh, don't you want me? No, what? But I'm so goofy. It's too much.
You got that dragging. I just want to say that I know that you have apologized, and you know, of course, Monique came to Twitter. My baby, my loved one.
Hello, my beautiful ones.
Right. And she's trying to do the whole PR thing now. I guess she got the calls that she needed to get. I don't buy it. It's fuck Rebel Wilson for me. I wasn't going to go see this movie even if you hadn't fucked up. But I'm definitely not interested in anything you have to say or do anymore, because it's tacked on to that fuck shit that you pulled at the VMAs already. And the fact that rather than listening to the people who were, many of them, not even really dragging you, many people I saw with my own black ass eyes eyes saying, hey girl, that's sweet and everything, but we want you to know that like, here's some of the reasons why you're not all the way correct. Rather than listening to those people and just apologizing for being wrong, you decided that you wanted to go on a blocking spree and remain in your ignorance.
Yeah.
And I've discussed for weeks at this point how I feel about y'all just wanting to stay dumb. It's strange.
Right.
I don't know why you like it, but Rebel Wilson can fuck off. Next, I would like to say,
oh man,
MNEK. MNEK posted the other day. Somebody on Twitter said something. Let me pull it up.
I know who Emanike is.
Yeah, of course you do.
Oh, okay. In case you thought I was like not hip enough.
No. I want to pull up the story so that I know I can say exactly what the fuck
okay, got you.
was said. I thought that I already had the tab open. But basically, I'm guessing he slid into someone's DMs or something to that nature. And of course...
Oh, like a flirting kind of thing?
Right. So he put this on his Instagram Live. It says, this is the person who I guess he reached out to tweeted this. It says, a famous singer wants to hook up with me but isn't cute. Do I do it just to say I did? And then he put, take 10 guesses who the lucky famous singer was.
Wow.
Then he posted a follow-up to that says, you could argue that I should be more careful with who I hook up with because I'm somewhat of a public figure. But as a single young man, I gotta get my fix somehow. Can't fucking fear. LOL, please. Real. Some men are trash and that's okay. I will continue to document my ups and downs as a young, famous, which he put in quotes, gay, still figuring out boys and relationships. And even if they don't end up as the man of my dreams, they end up being great social media content. I read that the idiot who posted the tweet has since said that he's a good person and sometimes does stupid stuff and asks that MNEK fans take their hate somewhere else. So to this, I just wanted to say, right, like, why so many of y'all, when you get hit up for a date or sex or both by a celebrity, you feel like you got to be a celebrity too now? Why can't you just go and have the sex and mind your motherfucking business? Why you got to tell the whole ass internet? Like, I get so do you not have friends? Is there nobody with a blue bubble in your motherfucking phone that you could have kikied with if you had to kiki with them? Like, that's it.
Why would you say it on the internet?
Motherfuckers be like, Drake slid in my DMs or famous, give me a famous athlete that's single or not.
Odell Beckham Jr.
Odell Beckham Jr. Slid into my jacked. And what should I do?
Sounds plausible.
Go get the dick.
Duh, girl.
Why are you telling? Like, I'm just... What are you not doing in your life that you feel so unfulfilled that you have to get onto the internet and tell us a story about your sexual partner that you really isn't even a partner because you haven't fucked them? You're just telling us that they're interested in fucking you for what? Like,
Sweat.
How was anybody supposed to answer or respond to that? A famous singer wants to hook up with me but isn't cute. Should I do it just to say I did? Who the fuck? Bitch, what? You weird bitch. Furthermore,
I mean, I'd
stop fucking for people who can keep secrets, you dumb assholes. Like, motherfuckers gotta, like, do you know that motherfuckers out here still have a sex drive and are like, I can say, from me personally, being recognizable and trying to date or sleep with anybody or whatever is so strange. It's next to impossible.
That's
so
why
I just don't try
do it. Right.
Like, I just don't try.
I just don't do it.
So little corny dumb shit like that to me, I don't know. Like, if some nigga, famous or not, that I recognize was to be like, hey, what that mouth do or whatever the fuck you say in someone's DMs or whatever, I would probably be like, oh, well, look at that.
Well, a lot, actually. Would you like a demo?
I'm on the radar.
Yes.
That is so nice. Why the fuck am I telling y'all? What the fuck? Nigga, if you don't, like, do well at your job and get employee of the fucking month or make your mama proud of you or something else you can share with us, your sex partners or your not even sex partners, get a life. I know that y'all, like, need validation through the internet. It's strange.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Last but not least, I I started playing this game called Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption 2 is a game highly anticipated. It is a sequel of a game called Red Dead Redemption, which is a sequel of a game called Red Dead Revolver. All of these games are Western, like Wild West games. I don't really care much about Wild Wests or Western films, books, games. I've seen very few of them. Most of the Wild West movies I've seen only because niggas were in it, such as Wild Wild West and Will Smith, Jamie Foxx in Django, and Denzel in, what's it called? The Terrible Seven, The Magnificent Eight, The Magnificent Seven, whatever that cowboy movie is that Denzel just did, that I only saw because Denzel was in it. I mean, I've seen No Country for Old Men. I've seen that other one that Tarantino did. I've seen some classic Clint Eastwood stuff.
The Magnificent Seven.
Great.
Yeah.
But it's never been my thing. I bought this game because of hype. I bought it on impulse. Everybody said Red Dead Redemption is one of the best games, if not the best game ever made. And everybody was so excited about this fucking game. So I said, why not? Let's see what it's all about. So I just want to say that the game is... What really got me is that somebody told me that you can set the KKK on fire. In fact, I saw a clip of someone throwing dynamite at a group of KKK members and then blowing them all up. And I said, well, sold. Right. So I bought it.
Sounds fun.
And if I could describe it in one word, I would say immersion. It is graphically beautiful. Very, very great game. They make you do lots of little tiny things and they add details to everything to make it really feel like you're a white man in the 1800s, nearly 1900s, and you're an outlaw and all of that stuff. Like, you got to clean your gun to make it work better. You have to feed your horse. You have to do all of this, like, really small stuff, right?
Yeah, okay.
So one of the things you have to do, right, is hunt for your camp. Like hunt deer. Like hunt deer, rabbits, things like that, so you can bring food back to your camp and stuff like that. I have hunted in tons of games. I have killed animals, countless games.
Same.
Even in this game, I remember, actually right before the story I'm getting into, there was a mission where I had to like kill a bear and then skin it, and so you could sell the pelts. And the animation that they have where you skin the animal is so like realistic and gruesome that I was like, whew, I haven't heard PETA say anything, but they gotta be pissed.
Who needs that?
So anyway, I get the pelts and I'm headed back to the camp and I decide, all right, well, let me like get a deer or something so that I have food to take back to the camp with me. So I get off the horse, I see this deer and I pull my arrow out and I shoot the deer or whatever, and it doesn't die right away. Right? It sort of like gets up to like run off, but it's like injured. So I shot it again. And again, it doesn't die right away, but now it can't move.
Oh my God.
So I go over to like get the deer or whatever, and it is like wailing in agony.
What?
As it's slowly like bleeding out.
Oh God.
And dying. And I would expect extreme pain from the two arrows that I shot, one through the neck and one through its like side. God. It's crying out in pain. Quite a young deer, by the way.
I don't like this.
And so then you have the option to either like kill it and put it out of its misery, or you could just let it die.
Oh, I don't like this.
I think that you actually lose like morality points for letting it die. So the game is fantastic. Like, it's a really, really, really great game. I'm actually impressed with how much I love it because I had no expectations and I really didn't expect to care about it at all. Again, I bought it off of pure hype, but it's really, really good, great story and all. I wept. Like, I'm
incredibly disturbed.
I cried. For real. Yeah. Like, I shed actual tears and then I had to like turn the game off. Like,
that's so
I've killed animals. I've hunted for animals. Usually like you shoot a deer and the deer dies.
Right.
And then that's it.
Yeah.
I've never played a game before where you kill an animal and it wails out. I felt like garbage. So I just want to say to Rockstar Games, fucking thanks. Thanks a lot for making a game where I'm, made to hunt so that we can eat. But you make it so detailed that I had to actually live through killing this poor animal. I'll never hunt again. Like, I won't. I refuse. I couldn't.
That's so disturbing.
I was actually blown away by how emotional I was, like, really shaken by that, because I did not expect for that to happen. It was the saddest thing I've ever seen in a video game.
Oh.
So thanks a lot, I guess.
I would have to throw the whole game out. Like, I'm never playing this again. That's so fucked up.
I did not know that was a thing. Like, I killed a whole ass bear and the nigga just died. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. This don't make no sense. Whew, I'm glad Breath of the Wild don't do me like that.
And the bear fucked me up first. Like, the bear attacked us first of all, scratched me up, bit me up, and I killed it. And the thing, like, this is how detailed it is. He had, like, bloody bear marks in his coat for, like, the rest of that, like. So it's really, really detailed. But that dead deer caught me off guard.
Man.
I was shaken. I felt terrible. I actually cried.
Yes.
I don't go to games to cry unless it's a really emotional story, which I love. But that nigga,
It's so bad.
I had to turn that shit off. I was like, what the fuck? $59.99 did I just spend? My God. I'll shoot any one of the humans in the head. I've done plenty of that in Red Dead. Like, nothing. I walked up to a nigga that was fishing, told him to give me his money. He pulled the gun out on me, so I blew his head off and took the money and went. And I felt nothing. Literally picked his headless corpse up off the ground, robbed him, and walked off. Felt great. That dead deer shook me to my core.
Why?
Your horse can die. This game is too much.
Oh, man.
But it's a great game.
Well.
Except for that feature. I hated that. That took a lot out of me.
Well, they have to put something in there to trigger your humanity. If you can't, something in the game has to disturb you. If it's not shooting niggas in the head, then it has to be animals screeching as they die.
Because literally any person that you walk by in this game, you have an option to, like, greet them, antagonize them, rob them, and stuff like that. Like, anybody that you see, right? So you have a meter that's sort of like when you do something, like, fucked up or evil, or you kill somebody for no reason, you pay for it. And you have, like, a meter that's like, hey, you fucking up. Likewise, if you do something nice or good, you help somebody stranded on the road or save somebody or whatever, it goes in the opposite direction. If you let an animal that you hunt bleed out and die, that meter goes down.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't want to experience it crying out at all. That was too fucking intense.
They didn't have to put that part in
I
there.
just want to kill the white people. Like, I just want to kill the racists.
I came here to murder the KKK, and I did not. Nobody warned me.
One white man said darky at one point.
No, he didn't.
And I wanted to kill him and found out he's part of my gang, so I guess I can't kill him yet.
What? Oh, you white too.
Yeah, but there's some black people in the gang, and they're, like, nice to them.
What?
Yeah, in, like, 1891.
Oh, no, this is MAGA. That's a lot.
They're, like, nice to, like, they got, like, 2 black people in the camp, and they're cool. The white girls are nice to the black girl.
What?
They're, like, cool. But they still treat them like black people. Their guests just aren't big. Because technically they're outlaws, so everybody's trash. I don't know. Maybe that's the rationale behind it.
But, I mean, was it even legal to be a black person in 1891?
Like, they don't skim over the racism, but I was shocked that they have black people in this gang that they're, like, cool with and treat very nicely and stuff. Well, and you can set the KKK on fire. But I just wasn't prepared for the grieving that I had to do for this digital animal.
That's so fucked up.
It was heinous.
Not for it to be hollering at you like, I'm dying.
Like,
you did
if you would have heard this baby deer screaming out in agony.
You killed a baby deer.
It was the only deer available. We had to eat something. Yeah. And then the nigga, when I took it back to the camp, had the nerve to talk about, I guess it would be worth more if it was a cleaner kill, but whatever. Like,
nigga.
You go and kill these motherfucking deer, bitch, and deal with them fucking crying before they die. I did the best I fucking could. Gonna judge my kill, you weird bitch. You didn't have to deal with it crying.
You take your ass out there and see if you can do better than, bitch.
I turned that shit off and was like, where is Pokemon?
You got it.
Just, I'm gonna play World of Final Fantasy, something else with cartoons.
I need to watch something saved after that.
That's it for me and this week is in the read and stuff.
Lou, yes, I also wanted to mention real quick before we go, fuck Donald Trump as always. Fuck Donald Trump as always. I know that he just made Jeff Sessions resign / was fired because that's what it's called when you make somebody resign.
I mean, y'all can call it what you want.
His son is going around telling all his friends that he expects to be indicted by the FBI soon. Honestly, Junior, I also expect you to be indicted by Robin Mueller soon. Can't wait.
Can't wait.
Donald Trump has done so many disgusting, deplorable things that sometimes we literally cannot keep track of them all. Like a couple weeks ago when that man, whoever that was, shot up that synagogue and all them people were wounded and died, and Donald Trump was on TV talking about how terrible it was, but then was like, maybe it wouldn't have happened if they had been armed too. And then when he went to Philly, all of Philadelphia was like, you got us fucked up.
Right.
And like march in the streets to keep him from being part of it. Like,
who is this guy?
Fuck Donald Trump.
You know, demons have names.
Shout out to everybody who is resisting Donald Trump in every way that they can, with your vote, with your action, with your words, with your body, with your spirit and mind. Everybody who is fighting Donald Trump is fighting the good fight. So take time for yourself, but also celebrate the wins. Yeah. And let's keep going, y'all. Like I honestly feel a surge of hope that maybe it will not be the end of the fucking world, like literally. And maybe we can get this motherfucker the fuck up out of here.
Yeah, I feel like God has been telling me two things. First of all, gotta turn this slide on and reveal these roaches.
Oh, yeah.
Like, once and for all, we gotta, like, make it real clear what is really going on.
Yeah.
Now is the time to do it, because nothing can be hidden. Everything is right here out in the open. So we gotta call it as we see it. And now we gotta do the second thing that God told me. Yes, he spoke. We spoke.
We talk. He's my nigga.
Work for our blessings.
That's right.
He wasn't just about to give us this whole ass election and just be like, here, the end, happily ever after. Nah. All right. We had some wins yesterday, and now we gotta do some more work and keep the momentum going and keep our feet on his neck.
We can do it. Like that's the thing. Like, it's not really about us as voters, which is a position I have come to since 2016. I was really pissed at third-party voters. And now, in states where it's super close, I am still pissed at third-party voters, especially if you would have voted liberally. But a lot of those people vote just to be assholes. They probably wrote in like Grover or something.
Right.
So it was just, people not taking this as seriously as they should. But the system is legit set up for us to fail. Like,
yes,
it makes no sense that states like South Dakota get the same number of Congress people as states like California and New York, where there are about 1 billion more people. And it makes no sense that a candidate can win the popular vote and yet not be elected. And yet that happens in America all the time. Like, the system is not set up for us to win. It's not set up for us to really be an equal part of the democracy. It just isn't. So we're all doing the best we can. I want to encourage us to continue to do that. But as always, fuck Donald Trump. And we are all in agreement. Like, the Jews hate this nigga. The blacks hate this nigga. Did you hear him on TV today lying, talking about his numbers are higher than ever with the African Americans? Bitch.
He said this. Hasn't he said that before?
I don't know. Yes. And I don't know who continues to feed him this lie.
What? Stop.
I don't know if Fox News is giving that to him every day, but it's surely not. Bro, we do not fuck with you.
We hate you.
Latinos, now the white ones, we all know.
Hey.
They hashtag problematica.
It's a little spotty out here.
Right. But most of my brown and black Latinos is not with your dumb shit either. The Asians not fucking with you. Like, the gays is not fucking with you. It's just all of us with good sense and morals and values against Donald Trump.
And you know what? Also, shout out to Rihanna, Bad Gal Riri.
Hell yes!
And every other musician. Shout out to HBO and Game of Thrones. Everybody who was like,
nope.
You won't be using any of our things to promote your fuckery, bitch. We don't care anything. And you know why I love it so much?
Oh my God.
Because I know he hates that shit. Like, that shit really eats him to his core because he's so full of shit.
Yep.
And his head is so far up his own ass that Rihanna's black ass or anybody else saying, bitch, don't be using my motherfucking music at your shit ass white person rallies, bitch. I don't ever want to hear that shit again. Cease and desist. I know that shit, it boils his whole team.
Axl Rose said, "You got me fucked up. Stop playing Guns N' Roses at your shit, bitch."
I think Pharrell did it with Happy.
Yes, he did.
Game of Thrones was like...
When he posted, y'all's president posted himself in a fucking meme.
The president of the United States.
He really did that.
I just know that there are many reasons for that administration to be quite shaken right now.
Free.
Like, they should be shook. We've got work to do, and we're going to do it. A lot of the people who weren't doing shit in their positions before were doing the opposite of the work that needed to be done. Yep. It's a new day. Yep. And it's new people with vigor. Like, people who are ready and more than willing to pull the cards. That's all of the stuff that needs to be brought to the table. So, let's take the good where we can.
The next 2 years, it's time to work harder. We're going to get these bitch-ass Republicans out of here. We're going to get these bitch-ass Democrats who always want to see both sides and reach across the aisle and negotiate with president. We're going to get them niggas the fuck out of here, too. We ain't got time for y'all's lazy asses. We ain't got time for that bullshit. The Republicans are not reaching across a goddamn thing. The Republicans banded together and made sure that Barack Obama could not fill that Supreme Court seat. And now Donald Trump has appointed 3. 3. It's insane. So I don't want to hear that bullshit no more. Shout out to everybody who's doing what they can to get this motherfucker out of office and to make life better for the rest of us. That will wrap up this week's episode of The Read. Check us out at thisistheread.com and on social media at thisistheread. Kid Fury, do you have any news this week?
Was there drama in the Facebook group?
So
I still haven't seen.
So it's private now. The fan page book, the fan page book, the fan Facebook page. But yes, somebody did email me. A couple of somebody's emailed talking about the Facebook fan page group is very mean and they do not like niggas being, coming here and talking, and they don't like newcomers. And so I posted about it on Twitter, and I feel like half the group came in my mentions and was like, we had to get some homophobic and transphobic hotep niggas the fuck up out of here because we told them don't come in here with this shit. This is some Kid Fury and Crystal shit, bitch. And so don't do it. And so I was like, okay, I guess so.
When I was told, when I was given information about this Facebook group, I was told very clearly that it is like that Afropunk poster. But for real.
Right.
Like the...
No sexism, racism,
misogyny,
fatphobia.
No transphobia.
No Islamophobia, no ableism, no nothing, bitch. No nothing, bitch. We here for everybody,
ho. You can get your ass up out of here.
That's right. They said...
I'm fine with that.
They said, leave, the official read page to the ainies who don't really know how to Facebook like that. And let the Facebook fan page be for the real niggas.
Wow. Well, I'm part of the former because I don't know how to use Facebook.
I don't use Facebook. I literally log in once a week to post the link for the show, and then I let y'all go on about your days. So I don't too much do all that. But anyway, we have a show coming up next week, the Work It Festival, right?
Yep. WNY to the C at the Knockdown Center. That will be at Tuesday, November 13th.
Yes.
Okay, so make sure that you're in the place and showing your face.
Tickets at thereadlive.com, as well as tickets to our upcoming shows in Nashville, Denver, Seattle, and Miami. Nashville, we will see you guys next Saturday. Make sure you come out to the pop-up shop hosted by our friend Jade of All Jades, a.k.a. Fade of All Fades, a.k.a. Problematica Favorita. That's my nigga. Anything else, friend, before we go?
I think that's it.
All right. Do we have an acronym this week?
FCOST.
Oh, shit.
B.
FCOSTB.
Yeah.
Fuck. Is it fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Cabbage. Fuck colonizers. Fuck can you send the ring? Fuck candid. Fuck candidates.
Fuck Candace Owens.
Fuck Candace Owens.
See that bitch. And that's it. And we will see
It
you guys
is time to go.
next week. Bye, folks.